What is up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Guys, I'm wearing a new shirt. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. All right. It's a vendor shirt. That's right, because all my clothes come from people. Ginger people do not support any, or these views are not ginger people's views. Hold on, I gotta fix my camera. Like it when I get a good work shirt. That's right. I do not work for these people, just so you guys know. Just so there's no confusion. But I do work at a place that does get these shirts. Damn right. Well, guys, so far, I took one day off this week, and the world did not completely burn down. So that feels good. That feels good. I feel strong knowing that I can take a day off. I took Thursday off, watched my Eagles beat the Cowboys. That's a good feeling. Didn't start out well. Mildly concerned. It's okay, though. We won. And then the Chiefs lost yesterday. The world is healing, okay? The Cowboys lost. The Chiefs lost. It's only a moment of time until we get Trump impeached and the United States has healed fully. That's my prediction. That's where I'm at with life. That's how I feel about it. So things going okay. Here we are on Saturday now. We've made it to Saturday. I hope you guys are having a good Saturday. We've got plenty to talk about, especially since I did miss a day. So there's just a assload of videos for me to go over now and stories, because generally throughout the week I'm usually putting these into emails and sending them to myself, telling myself not to forget to talk about this crazy shit because the other crazy shit has already happened. So we've got lots and lots and lots to talk about, and we're not going to get to all of it. We never do. But we're going to make an attempt. Also, back on the weight program this morning, guys. Had to start lifting weights again today. Got to get back to some sense of sanity. All right, so let's first say hi to chat, and then we'll talk about the videos we're gonna watch. Let's see who's here. Alan number 1. Woke Mike loses. Loser. Big loser. Woke Mike. I came in. I saw Alan was first. I said Alan's number 1. Woke Mike. He used to be good. He used to be fast. He's very slow now. I don't know. Alan's the best. Sorry about that. I did that to you. Now I feel bad. What's happening, Etch? What's going on, Etch? What's going on, Silent Siren? What's happening? Sean Stevens, what's up? Kay, what's happening? Kelly, what's happening? Pinkerbell, what's going on? Liz, all the cool people. He Hurts, what's happening? He Hurts. Let's see. Scott, what's going on, Scott? Hermit, what's going on, Hermit? All right. We got a lot of people. All right. It's good to see all you guys. That's right. Fly, Eagles, fly. Alan, it was a good game. I'll be honest. It was a fun game to watch. I hate to ever give the Cowboys any credit, but it was a fun game to watch. And my son is blossoming into a young NFL fan. And so it was good times. I got to hang out with my son and watch football. And actually, my daughter and my wife came back from they were off doing some other sports stuff, and they came home and watched the end of the game. And I drank some expensive tequila that an employee had purchased for me, and then I had a hangover on Friday. So yeah. You play, you pay. That's the way it works. So let's go ahead and hop down here so that way we can get to some of these videos. Jen, what's up, Jen? What's up, Golf? Jen, it's like it was just yesterday that you're here. It may have been a long time, but I'll tell you this, Jen. We're still friends, okay? I just want everybody to know that too, because I get subs that come through every once in a while, and they're like, "Hey, man, just want to let you know, like, I am still around, and like, I still like your stuff." Look, I'm that guy. We can not see each other for like 10 years. And when I see you, I'm like, "What's up, buddy?" All right. So, what do we got today? We got lots to talk about. I'm always having too much fun, Sean. We've got Rudy Giuliani. Turns out he did not help a domestic violence victim. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We've got a MAGA rising star Jan 6 guy getting fired by Alex Jones, which we've got a little bit of a video from Too Lazy to Try to go along with that. We got the Trump family coin that went public, lost value, got hacked. I don't know if it actually happened in that order. We've got Eric Trump allegedly saying he might be willing to run for president, guys. I would like to say that America is not dumb enough to vote for Eric Trump. I don't know that I would be right. We've got a new Titus coming up. We've got my queen, Jasmine Crockett, talking about Donald Trump's fingerprints being all over the Epstein cover-up. We've got the IHIP ladies talking about how they're all freaking out over all the stuff that is happening right now. Zeteo, we've got Mehdi Hassan's network talking about the global rise of authoritarians and their playbook. And I'll tell you this, guys. Someone's probably going to flame me for something for this. I like Mehdi Hassan. If there was one person that I could possibly work with that's like from mainstream media that I think is like really dope, it would be Mehdi Hassan. I like Mehdi Hassan. I'm sure there's something Mehdi Hassan has said at some point or another that I would disagree with before everybody gets out ahead of me on this one. But I really enjoy Mehdi Hassan. I like the way he goes about doing things. I like a lot of his coverage. I like the way he put Vivek in his place way back in the day, like 6 months ago. I like the debate performance he had on Jubilee. I've just really legitimately, I like Mehdi Hassan the way he does things. If there was one person in news media that I would work with or would want to work with, to be honest, it would be Mehdi Hassan. We've got a video from Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamers. For those of you guys that know what Some Ordinary Gamers is, talking about the government purchasing the ability to hack your phones. That's dope. Anyways, we'll get to that. And if we get to it, the bonus video today, guys, I'm picking bonus videos now. This is how I keep you guys on the hook to stay here and hang out with me. Bonus videos, guys. Bonus videos. Man takes his life and his mother's life after ChatGPT fueled delusions. I don't know if you guys even want to hang out for that one to be. I don't know how much of a bonus video that is for everybody. But, yeah. Mixing it up. Not just staying political, we're going to talk about social stuff going on nowadays, too. We're going to mix it up. We're not just going to be MAGA all day. We're going to also mix it up and talk about some of the crazy shit that's going on. Okay. So, we got plenty to talk about. Let's see who else is in here. Progressively. What's up, Progressively? Dean. Luck Dragon. What's up, Luck Dragon? Jeannie, what's going on, Jeannie? What's up, Stan? All right. Oh, I've got to stretch a little bit. Every time I start lifting again, I'm very, very tight. I'm very tight, guys. Oh. Mitchell, what's going on, Mitchell? Whenever I tune into AG Live, I find that I am familiar with every vid he covers. This is absolutely where I belong. Golf, me and you, we have the same algorithm, dude. We had the same algorithm. Supposed to show the kid the Raiders. No, we're not showing him the Raiders. The Raiders lead to disappointment, Jen. Massive amounts of... if you guys don't know, I was a Raiders fan when I was a young man. So I'm an A's fan, right? I'm an Oakland A's fan because I love Ricky Henderson. Ricky Henderson was my dude. But I was a Raiders fan when I was younger. And I watched enough Raiders game and had enough disappointment in my life. Look, okay, guys? In my life as a young person, I had more than enough disappointment in my regular life. I didn't need sports disappointment. And after watching the Raiders for multiple years, I decided, you know what, that Randall Cunningham guy over there on the Eagles, he looks pretty dope. looks like a pretty exciting fella. So I exited stage left, all right, guys? And I became an Eagles fan, and I have never looked back since then. That was like 34 years ago. So, been an Eagles fan for 34 years. Goat nuts! You know, all I want to... Dude, I can't... If I start talking about the Eagles, we're not going to get through this, goat nuts. All right? All I've got to say is, who are the Niners playing this week, guys? Who are the Niners playing? Because I'm going to tell you guys this. The Eagles play the Chiefs next week. And whether you guys want to or not, you guys are going to be rooting for the Eagles next week. Just fucking you know it, and I know it. There's no way you're rooting for the Chiefs next week. So, get your Eagles gear out, Niners fans. Get ready. Get excited. Because the Eagles are going to... They put a whooping on those Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And I'll tell you this. When that game yesterday, those Chiefs did not look good. Those Chiefs did not look good. And though the Eagles' defense looked like it was non-existent in the game against the Cowboys, I'm going to tell you this. I think we stopped the Chiefs. I think that's not an issue. I think it's going to be an ass whooping. What up, James? What's going on? All right. So let's check it out. Let's go ahead and let's start. Let's start back here. So let's start with, first of all, for those of you who don't know, Rudy Giuliani had claimed that he had saved a woman, domestic violence victim. He saved her, guys. He saved her, and then in a completely unrelated car accident, then was injured. Of course, they didn't say in any way that it was a unrelated accident. They made it out to seem like it was some type of connected issue where Giuliani had pulled over, helped out this woman who was a victim of DV, and then was assaulted by car, which turned out to be like an 18-year-old girl, by the way. Like, this is just my issue with MAGA, is they never miss an opportunity to exaggerate a situation. And then, of course, it went on that Donald Trump said he was going to give, what is it, the Medal of, what is the Citizens one? Medal of Freedom? Medal of Freedom, right? That's the one, the highest honor you can give to a civilian. They're going to give Rudy Giuliani the Medal of Freedom for his actions in saving this woman from DV. Except, guys, as always, it's not what happened. It's not what happened, guys. So here we go. Twist revealed as Rudy Giuliani breaks silence on car wreck over domestic violence victim. He says flagged him down, and we got a really awesome picture here of Rudy Giuliani in what looks like a back brace with his Biden crime family book in the background, a Rottweiler cup. I don't like that he likes Rottweilers. Rottweilers are my favorite. A looks like, what is that, a WWE belt in the background? Yeah, okay. Rudy Giuliani revealed a shocking twist about the woman involved in the domestic violence incident that occurred just before the car collision that left the former mayor injured, marking his first comment since the crash. Fresh from being discharged from the hospital, the former New York City mayor sporting a brace appeared on his America's Mayor Live. Who the fuck watches Rudy Giuliani? Like, where are you at in your life that you're watching Rudy Giuliani's podcast? That's a sad, sad life, guys. Tuesday, to explain the unusual events that led up to the car crash that left him with a fractured thoracic vertebrae after a 19-year-old rammed into his car on a New Hampshire interstate on August 30th. First of all, okay, they keep making this out to be like this is an assault with a vehicle. It was a 19-year-old, guys. She probably just got her license, all right? This is not some kind of act of domestic terrorism. It was a fucking car accident, okay? Giuliani and Ted Goodman, his spokesperson? Why? Do people normally drive around with their spokesperson? Giuliani and Ted Goodman, his spokesperson who was driving the car, oh, okay, he's the driver, were flagged down by a woman on the side of the road who claimed to have been involved in a domestic violence incident. Although they pulled the car over initially, believing she was the victim, police later suggested to the pair that she was the assailant. State police told the Independent they had no additional information to provide on the matter before the news release that have already been published. But just before 9 p.m. in Manchester, Goodman pulled over after spotting a distressed woman waving for help on the side of the internet. He said, she then came to the passenger side where Giuliani was sitting saying, I need to get out of here. You know the only reason they pulled over was probably they thought this woman was a prostitute. You know that, right? Like Rudy Giuliani was like, pull over, pull over. I've got a 20 on me. Let's make this happen. I looked at her very, very carefully, and your professional instincts kick in. So you watch every single thing about her. What the fuck is Rudy Giuliani talking about? She did not seem to be panicked. She did not seem to be overwhelmed in her mannerisms, but her words were, Giuliani said, noting he saw no visible injuries on her. He recalled her saying she had been attacked and asking to come into their car. Which Giuliani is probably like, hold on. I'm questioning whether or not this is worth my $20 now. Okay? But she never entered. She was like, nah, I'm not getting into the car with you. The men then called 911. After the police dealt with the situation for a few minutes, an ambulance arrived. They watched a figure enter the ambulance, but because it was dark out, they couldn't make the person out clearly, they said. The trooper then approached Giuliani and Goodman, asking if they thought the victim looked badly injured. She didn't look like an ambulance case, Giuliani said. No, not her. Him, the trooper told them, suggesting the woman may have been the attacker. Like, you can't make up this shit, man. The trooper didn't make one quick comment, Goodman said, but multiple comments saying this guy was beat up. The reality was a total 180 from what we thought, the spokesperson added. They weren't sure what happened to the woman. The police didn't provide any information related to the woman when asked by the Independent. So following the domestic violence incident, Giuliani and Goodman got back on the highway. Then at around 10 p.m., first of all, like an hour later, like they make this shit sound like he got onto the freeway and then somebody rammed his car. This is like a fucking hour later. 9 p.m., they pull over to get a hooker, okay? Turns out the hooker they were trying to pick up had beat up her pimp like 5 minutes before this, okay? Then they got on the freeway. We're driving. It's an hour fucking late. Okay, maybe half an hour for the police report, okay? Half an hour for a police report. 30 minutes later, a Honda HR-V driven by 19-year-old Lauren Kemp struck the back of the Ford Bronco, which is, they're driving a Ford Bronco. OJ, anyone? OJ? Carrying Goodman and Giuliani. The collision occurred almost directly across from the incident they had just reported. Okay, maybe it was only like 10 minutes later. I'm being hyperbolic now. Investigators believe Kemp had no connection to the domestic violence incident. No shit! Oh my God. In the wake of the collision, President Donald Trump announced he planned to award Giuliani the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian honor. Giuliani served as Trump's personal attorney during his first term. Pickleballs, anybody? Pickleballs. Dude, can we fucking, can we all just be on the same page with this shit? Like, we cannot believe that anything that happens is what this administration says it was now, right? Can we all agree to that now? Can we just, from this point on, none of us are going to believe anything that fucking comes out of this shit, dude? Donald Trump was literally like, I'm going to give him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. For what, dog? Even, let's say this shit actually turned out to be true. Let's say it all turned out to be true. And Giuliani had pulled over, and a woman had flagged him down, and she had been assaulted. Okay, guys? Like, okay, good on you. Good job, brother. Good job. That's you're not going to make up for all the bad shit you've done in your life, but hey, at least you did something good, right? And then they called the police, And then the police showed up and they apprehended the suspect. What about any of that is deserving of a Medal of fucking Freedom? I am pretty sure there is a young man somewhere in the United States right now helping an old lady across the street that would deserve that Medal of Freedom more than fucking Rudy Giuliani. Can we just go ahead and admit that everything in this fucking administration is just bootlickers get rewards, guys? Bootlickers get rewards. I just where do we even go from here, guys?
I love the poorly educated.
Where do we even go from here? Fucking. I mean, I guess the signs were all there.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
I mean, the signs were there, guys. The signs were there. Okay. Anyways. It's fucking insanity. It's insanity, guys. All right. So most of you guys are probably going to know about a bit of this. And this is another weird one. So apparently this guy is an ex-Gen 6er that was working. Damn, he's in my head now. Working for Alex Jones and InfoWars. And apparently the Gen 6er, during a time where Donald Trump is covering up and refusing to release the Epstein files, the Gen 6er was more anti-Trump than that Alex Jones, apparently. And that would just, like, he could not take that. So this story from the Daily Beast. MAGA rising star kicked off InfoWars for turning against Trump. And also, what is a MAGA rising star? Is there like a farm league for MAGA people? Is there a farm league for MAGA people? MAGA conspiracy theorist Alex Jones has dumped far-right protege Owen Schroyer from his InfoWars media empire, brutally claiming he was too anti-Trump. The right-wing broadcaster admitted he walked out mid-show last Thursday after reoccurring clashes with Jones. Schroyer, the now former host of The War Room, spent 60 days in jail in 2023 for helping to stoke the January 6 riots and was seen as one of the most powerful rising names in MAGA land. I'm going to say this one more time. A Jan 6er was like, I don't know, this shit seems kind of sus. Alex was disrupting the show, Schroyer said. It just didn't go well. I reached my point of no return, so I walked out of the studio. I felt powerless in that moment. The only power I had was to walk off. It was a little upsetting. Alex went on and said I had a family emergency. There was no family emergency. Like, these people, they can't help the lies. It's just compulsory. So there's more to this, right? And we're going to watch a video here in a second. But it says, Alex is not easy to work for, and that's fine. That's okay, Schroyer said. He says, I'm too negative. I'm a pessimist. Whatever. I'm too anti-Trump, I said. Okay, I'll just take some time off. I'll just disappear. If Alex thinks I'm too negative, then maybe he's right. Schroyer said he had a break, came back more positive, but the problems with Jones soon flared up again. The same issues I had started up immediately as soon as I came back. Imagine someone staring over your back 24/7 every single day that I came back. It was either a guest I was told I had on at the last minute or him coming into the studio. He wants me to cover this or cover that, or I have to host his show for him because he's not in. There's nothing consistent for me. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. It's just, you know, and this is one of those things that I just don't understand how the left can't take advantage of this shit on the right. Like, the left can't find enough solidarity to fucking get together and take advantage of a group of fucking misfits that are being led by a fucking orange clown, Alex Jones, and an ex-Jan Sixer that Alex Jones fired. Oh yeah, and Rudy Giuliani. Last week, Schroyer was one of the first people to discover that the Minneapolis church shooter was transgender, comparing the resulting media coverage of the detail to hitting back-to-back grand slams. We just went through a paramount moment where the institutional cover-up has been beaten by free independent press, Schroyer said. God bless InfoWars. Unbelievable victory today. I mean, this is... I'm stunned. And then his ass got fired. Guys. All right, so this is the video. And this isn't just about him. This is just like, imagine having Alex Jones as your boss. Pinkerbell. Fuck that. Dude, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people I wouldn't want to be my boss for specific reasons. Alex Jones, not interested, okay? So anyways, this is a video. It's not just about Schroyer. This is going to be about Alex Jones crashing out. But I wanted to lead into that with the Schroyer stuff because I believe he actually talks about Schroyer right off the bat here.
Owen Schroyer is a baby sucking on a pacifier. He's an elitist, arrogant dirtbag.
Tell us how you feel about him. Dude, can you do that? Like, as a manager, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I have never done that, and I would never do that to one of my employees. What's up, Jay? What's up, Janelle? Like, I don't think that I'm allowed to do that. Guys, I'm pretty sure that after I fire somebody, I am not allowed to do that. Holy shot. What's up, Flow Snake? Let's get that one more time. What's happening, Vonda? Let's get that one more time.
Owen Schroyer is a baby sucking on a pacifier. He's an elitist, arrogant dirtbag. Owen Schroyer is scum. You think I'm here to be shit on? Do I look like a fucking toilet?
Bro, let me tell you something. If someone calls me for a reference, right, and I have a former employee, legally, I am not allowed to say any of the things Alex Jones just said. Like, if somebody calls, the only question that I'm allowed to answer, not ask, the only question they're allowed to ask and I'm allowed to answer is, would you hire this person again? And I am legally allowed to say yes or no, but I am definitely not allowed to say, no, that person was a fucking scumbag. That's good. I don't know, is that just a California thing? Like, if you're doing business in other places, can you just, like, shit on people? Like, that is amazing.
To you, there's no more filter. It's gone. And anybody fucks with me is going to get the full truth. And nothing but it, so help me God. And then you want to try to stab...
Oh, there's a little Kenneth Copeland moment there. He's been watching Copeland.
It's gone. And anybody fucks with me is going to get the full truth. And nothing but it, so help me God. And then you want to try to stab your mother in the back because you're a big boy leaving the nest. Well, guess what?
Wait, is Alex Jones the mother in this scenario? Oh, dude, that's a weird take.
You know what your mother is going to do? Piss on you.
All right,
What?
so it looks like Alex Jones.
Wait, what? One more time, Alex. Let's get that one more time.
The nest. Well, guess what? You know what your mother is going to do? Piss on you.
I don't think I've ever heard those words in that specific order before. Do you know what your mother is going to do? Piss on you. That is a weird thing to say. There's a lot. Look, I get it. Sometimes you get mad, guys. Sometimes you get mad and you say like weird shit, right? Like sometimes you like get mad and you're like, yeah. Well, I fucking hope. I hope you get a turtle in your asshole. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I said that. And you're like, later you're like, I probably shouldn't. I don't even know why I said that. That was weird. I was raging. That's up there. What is your mom gonna do to you? Piss on you. Alex Jones as the mom pissing on you. Okay. All right. Yeah.
All right. So it looks like Alex Jones is going through it again. It's been a rough past few months for him with all the Epstein
that is definitely OnlyFans content.
stuff, and now this. A longtime employee of his, Owen Schroyer, and who's been
shit.
with him for a decade, just announced he's leaving, which
this is
obviously
amazing.
Alex isn't handling very well, and he had a complete meltdown over it. Because also Owen did a 5-hour live stream addressing why he's leaving, and he said he felt like Alex was pressuring him too much to not talk about certain things and to be more positive about Trump. So that's what really set Alex off. And in the middle of another show on InfoWars, he crashed it just to start flipping out about Owen. It was really awkward. I mean, Alex was having a complete breakdown here, and you could tell he's actually
Dude, what is this work environment?
really pissed. This isn't an act. And he said he even started breaking down crying when
Bro, that dude does not look comfortable. He does not look comfortable.
Owen called him and demanded a raise to stay with InfoWars.
I'm here to censor.
Oh no, he's here. We've crossed the line.
You should launch a new independent show and claim that I censored you for years and get 1 million viewers and betray me. And you're allowed to lie about me any way you want.
You know I love you.
No,
Look, let's reject the let's reject the grabbler.
I'm using this as a case point. You understand that? Mm-hmm. How much have I come in and censored you over the years?
Yeah, not enough, frankly. I'd say some
Yeah, we
things that I
miss
shouldn't
you.
be saying.
Have I ever censored you?
Never once. Literally never once.
Hey, if you want to quit and have a publicity stunt and lie about me, I forgive you, okay?
Well, that's
I know.
very-
Dude, holy fucking crash out. Good God.
Saying I expected. Hey, David Knight did it. Owen's done it.
This is fucking
I said I was
epic.
taking the high road until I actually started watching it, and it's like Anakin Skywalker's become Darth Vader.
Can we sing a song?
Hey,
Really?
when I go on the air, I'm letting you have it, Schroyer. You stabbed your brother in this operation in the back, and you're a fucking liar.
Can we sing a song?
Fucking asshole.
Can we sing a song?
Shit. I don't ever get involved in infighting. When I've known somebody 10 years and they've been my friend.
I take it back, guys. This is actually how I'm just going to start acting at work. It's actually just the way I'm going to run the business from now on.
He's gotten really dark, didn't talk to the crew the last 2 years. Oh. And so it's like a different person. I'm not here to be the villain.
I bet he was an absentee dad who didn't pay child support. Dude, does Alex Jones have children? Mama Brooke. Does he have children? Please don't tell me Alex Jones has children. Fuck.
For somebody's lie. So, wait till you hear his phone call to me yesterday. He literally talked to me like it was a crack whore and he was a pimp. He's like, yeah, well, if you're desperate, pay me more, I'll stay.
He said he talked to me like I was a crack whore and he was my pimp. Holy shit, dude. Oh, man. I was not prepared. I wasn't prepared.
Hey, but I'm going to promote my new show on InfoWars, huh?
Let's take the high road.
Really nice. I might do a week. I was like, man, this is really hurting my feelings, dude. No, it's all right. You don't have to come in.
No, he has
hung
at
up,
least
started
one.
fucking crying, and then he goes on fucking air and lies about me. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I won't fucking take people stabbing me in the back anymore. Fuck you. Get ready. Hey.
Yeah, and then he went on his own show and kept going off on him. I think the live stream Owen did is what really got to him because it got a lot of attention. A lot of people.
Wait, is that his kid, Kelly? Is the bald one his kid? Is that what you're saying? Oh. What's happening, Angela? What's up, dry plugging it in? Holy shit. What's up, T. Freeman? What's up, Jay?
People took Owen's side, and he talked about how Alex kept telling him he's too negative and anti-Trump and anti-Israel. Also, he felt like Alex was trying to influence his show too much. So when Alex saw that and all the people supporting him, he just snapped because also he thinks Owen is doing this to drum up attention for himself and his new show.
And, you know, Alex had been coming into my show and talking about how I'm negative and calling me a pessimist. and all this other stuff, which is fine. You work for Alex, you're going to get hit with it a lot. Alex is not easy to work for, and that's fine.
No way.
That's okay. But, okay, he says I'm too negative. He says I'm a pessimist, whatever. I'm too anti-Trump. So I just said, all right, you know what? I'll just take some time off. I'll just disappear. And if Alex thinks I'm too negative, then maybe he's right. And it's not to say that I didn't have creative control over the InfoWars war room. But I mean, imagine it's like somebody staring over your back 24/7. And so every single day that I came back, it was either a guest that I was told I had on at the last minute, or it was, him coming into the studio. He wants me to cover this. He wants me to cover that. Or I have to host his show for him because he's not in. So there was just...
And then I'm sure when Alex saw the tweet supporting Owen, it just made things even worse. Also, people are reporting that Owen left InfoWars because Alex was trying to censor him about Trump and Israel, which is obviously a bad look. So when Alex got on air, he just went absolute apeshit over it. It was hilarious. Like, this was a generational crash out. Even for Alex Jones, this was wild. I've never seen anything like it. And it's just funny, Owen leaves and is like, yeah, my boss was a bit much. It was difficult working with him. And then his boss responds by calling him a piece of shit, traitor, scumbag, and just goes berserk over it. Like,
imagine the guy that is the January 6er looking like the better man. That is fucking insane. The fact that the guy who actively participated in an insurrection against the American government looks like the sane one. That's insane. That's so fucking crazy.
I don't know if this is the best way to win people
Sam
over
Nas?
if you're trying to prove you're a good employer. But I guess the gloves are off here, and
fuck
Alex
is
said he's
going
using this
on?
to level up.
And I will no longer let lesser men try to build their resume by claiming I'm a traitor when they're scumbag Benedict Arnolds. Pieces of shit. Want to be elitist. Arrogant scumbags. I'm not arrogant. I'm on a power trip. I'm in a total commitment against evil. I'm pouring out my guts, my soul, my family, everything I've got committed to this, and I will not have pieces of fucking shit lie about me and say I'm not true. I will fucking destroy you, scum. All of you. Fuck you.
Is this WWE? Because I think he really feels like this. Dude, what is happening to these people's brains, bro? Like, I am scared for America. You know why I'm scared for America? Because we are having a little bit of a time right now. These are the people that have the ear of the President of the United States of America. Alex Jones just a little bit ago was like, I've been invited to the White House. All right? I've been invited. I said no because I can't take that kind of pressure. Like, these are the people that have the ear of Donald Trump right now. I have concerns, guys.
I have sworn on the altar of God, total resistance against every form of tyranny, against the mind of men.
Oh, I thought he was done. I thought he was done. T. Freeman, he reminds me of an evil version of the Cowardly Lion. Oh, shit. What's up, Felix? What's going on? Oh. Wow. Okay, his son Rex Jones has worked for InfoWars. His father, David Jones, is involved in InfoWars business. I know the dad, the dad does supplements, right? And his dad previously handled human resources tasks for his son. I don't think you're allowed to do that. Can you have your dad be the head of HR? That seems like a conflict of interest. Jay, I kind of want to get a job. I'm not going to be honest. I'm not going to be honest. That was a Freudian slip. I kind of want to infiltrate. I want to infiltrate the InfoWars. I think I'd fit in pretty well because I think I could just be a fucking crazy person. and just fucking go around raging, just let the fucking temper go. Just fucking, I mean, it would ruin the rest of my life because everybody would think I was a shitty person. But I could get deep in there and I could really fuck some shit up, guys. Like, I would fit right in. If I just let the temper go, it would be a human sacrifice on my part. Okay, because after I got done sabotaging InfoWars, no one would believe that it was all just to take down InfoWars, guys. But I might be willing to do it.
And I told everyone 2 weeks ago, I'm leveling up. And it's scary. Because I'm a scary person.
Look, Dragon. It's like Sam Kinison and Hulk Hogan had a love child. That is fucking spot on.
Told everyone 2 weeks ago, I'm leveling up. And it's scary.
Dun, dun, dun. Hold on.
Because
Dun, 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 dun. That's what goes through my head when I hear somebody say I'm leveling up. The fucking Final Fantasy music.
I'm a scary person. And it's scary. Because I'm a scary person. I can outthink and outmaneuver all these people.
Oh,
and
yeah?
I just keep trying to get the general society to wake up and win. But I guess it does lie to me. I guess I am the smartest. I am the best. I am the fastest.
Oh, shit.
The problem is, interlocking into this information is very frightening.
He's about to go Super Saiyan, guys. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, this is such... I've said this before about a lot of these kind of guys. This is like the dude, like when you're at a party or something and someone's getting clowned and they start getting clowned and you know the dude who's getting clowned can't fight. So he starts walking around and he's like, I ain't about to take this shit. I'll fuck somebody. Do you know what I'll do? These people don't know. They don't know how strong I am. If I fight this dude, I don't want to fight this dude. But if I do, I'll put him in the hospital. Okay? Like, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of the dude walking around at the party that everybody knows he ain't gonna throw no fucking bows. He ain't about to fight. He's just walking around yelling to everybody about what he would do if he had to. But these hands, they're registered. Okay? I would hit that man, but I'll go to prison for life because these hands are registered. That's what he reminds me of.
So,
Hold on.
very frightening. Frightening.
Bro, what was that at the end? It was like some fucking Hannibal Lecter shit. Was that RFK Jr.? Was that RFK Jr. on the fucking mic, guys? Holy shit, this is amazing. This is like, this is not within the realm of what I thought was possible in this reality. Hey, what's happening, Don?
So, it must be done. So I will do it. I'll never watch another movie.
What?
I guess I have to become celibate because I can't give my energy up to sex.
What? What does watching movies have to do with any of this? Why? Why not watch any more movies? I mean, I'm gonna firmly get behind him being celibate. That I can 100% get behind that. That's good. Let's do that. Let's not ever. You should never have sex with anybody ever again. I'm okay with that. But why no movies? Why no movies?
That's the biggest strain on me because I'm a man. There is no more pleasure. There is no more pain. There is no more art. There is no more culture. There is only war. And I commit myself to total war against Satan. And I ask God to lead God and direct me and commit me to his arms and to become a complete vessel of warfare against this operation. And I repent for all my sins. And I ask now before everyone that you lift me up to be an absolute battering ram against the enemy in God's will. In the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Amen.
Hold on. Hold on, I need a timeout. All right, I need a moment. Hold on. Oh, holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. Okay. Whew. Oh. I don't know if I can restart the video. This might be the end of me, guys.
So everybody be on notice.
Yeah, so that was something else. And while Alex was losing his mind and going off on Owen, Owen put out this compilation of his favorite moments on the show and said it was an epic ride. I wish nothing but the best for the entire InfoWars team. So while Alex is just going absolute ape shit and calling him a traitor and everything, Owen's like, we're all good. I wish you guys the best of luck. But that didn't make Alex back down. You know, he's been going off all day about this. And he thinks Owen might be possessed by a demon or he might be on drugs, because he claims Owen's been really rude to him the past few years and he saw this coming. So Alex calls him out.
Wait, he thinks that Alex Jones might be on drugs? Brother, that's confirmed. I don't know what the drugs are, to be honest with you. I don't know what drugs do that to you. But yeah, he's on something.
Out on that and him trying to play the victim and trash InfoWars on the way out to promote his own career.
Owen Schroyer's dead to me. If he goes on air and repents to Jesus and apologizes for being demon possessed or whatever it is he is, then I will forgive him.
This is wild.
But he thinks that
Miss Anonymous, I'm sorry. You're right. Crack. It's crack. Crack cocaine. Yeah, no, you're right. That's my bad. I should have known that. It should have been the first thing that I thought of, but I don't know. I didn't want to offend crackheads, you know?
he would like absorb us as a launch pad and lie about us
Sure.
to make himself a
Mitchell, you know how long it's been since I've heard somebody say Sherm, my dude? Sherm. That's a good call, too.
victim so he could project himself and launch his own show. And then as all the articles come out and Jones censored Schroyer on Trump criticism and Israel, you are a snake. You are a rat.
Wait. If he's a rat, then does that mean that he's telling on you for the shit that you did? Isn't that how that works? I don't know. Ask Donald Trump because he's an FBI informant.
You are a fraud. You are a backstabber. You are a handbiter. You are a disgrace. He'd walk by me and say something like, you know, just sort of laughing at me. Like, again, I'm not in junior high, so it didn't hurt me at that level.
It sounds like it did indeed hurt you at that level. Oh, man.
It hurt me that he was just like, yeah, I heard you. Yes. So, and then.
What the fuck was that? What's the pause in between, though?
We're back the next day, and Owen just shows back up and does his show.
Yeah, I think he was jealous. I think he was concerned Owen was about to take that good from him. I think that, or maybe he was stealing his crack. He could have just been stealing his crack, too.
And walks in and just looks at me with hatred and like slinks in there. Just,
What the fuck?
Because he really wanted me to fire him so he could be a victim. And I confided just in a few of the producers. I said, he wants to be a victim. I said, I'm going to have love and say prayers for him that he gets better. I'll be really nice to him, give him extra bonuses. Maybe he'll pull out of it. I'd try to talk to him.
Did he say he's going to give extra bonuses? Oh, dude, I can't. I don't know if I can make it. Okay, all right, we're good.
Never wanted to talk to me. And I said, but I said, he's going to stab me in the back. He's a new person. And I don't know if it's his personal life I don't know if it's stuff he's smoking, but
He stole his crack cocaine, didn't he?
I've seen a lot of people get
He's like, bitch, I know. All right? I know you took my crack.
paranoid, that smoke pot and go nuts. But, I mean, I can just tell you this right now.
Wait, you think pot does that? Oh, my brother in Christ. Oh, did he just say pot does that? I have never met a dude smoking weed. Look, I met a lot of dudes smoking on weed, say some crazy shit, all right? The earth is flat. We didn't land on the moon. Aliens built the pyramids, which, possibility, okay? Just throwing it out there. I don't think you can blame this one on weed, dude.
That I'm not here to be shit on or stabbed in the back. This crew isn't your punching bag, and we did nothing to you but be loyal. And your little 5-hour extravaganza of little puppy dog that doesn't know why, and he just wanted to come back and shake my hand and be nice, and then I kind of censored him and said, no, you don't need to host your show. You want to hear what he said in the phone call to me? I didn't record it. I was in...
Dude, he was so quick with that, he beat me to it. I was like, I wonder if he has it recorded. He's like, I'm about to say some dishonest ass shit right now. Did I record it? No. You're just gonna have to take me for my word. Oh, dude.
I love the poorly educated.
the pool with my 8-year-old daughter playing with her Barbie dolls.
Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back.
You want to hear what he said in the phone call to me? I didn't record it. I was in the pool with my 8-year-old daughter.
Fuck, he does have kids. We're so cooked, dude. What's Alex Jones's daughter gonna look like? I mean, not actually look like. I mean, her mental state. Also, what is she gonna look like? But when she's like 30, dude. Like we've seen like what happens to people that are indoctrinated in like religion, like, you know, from birth. Like, dude, what does it look like when your dad is Alex Jones? Oh, we are so cooked. The future of America is not okay. It's not in good hands, guys.
Playing with her Barbie dolls.
So I guess Owen quit and Alex had a breakdown crying while he was in the pool playing with Barbie dolls. What a sad scene. Hopefully he didn't start throwing up too, you know, because last time he had a breakdown like this, he started puking.
So I just got to the office. I'm going to go throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens. And I'm physically going to...
Guys, look, I'm not saying it's bad for men to cry, all right? Y'all should cry. Y'all should get in touch with your feelings and stuff like that, all right? And when the Cowboys lose, like, there's a lot of tears in Dallas, and that's okay. That's okay. I understand. But if you cry so hard that you throw up like every 2 years, I think that might be an issue. You should probably get some therapy. Like, that's definitely go talk to a therapist kind of stuff, right? Like, if you cry every 2 years so hard that you vomit, like, I will pay for your counseling, okay? Because that is necessary.
I'm going to puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now.
My mouth is watering. What the fuck is
So between
that?
the Epstein files and now this, I think Alex's head is going to explode soon. I mean, he's going through it. But also, apparently, he's leveling up. So I can't wait to see what the next level of Alex Jones will be. But let me know what you guys think. And I just posted a big video on Patreon about how one of Joe Rogan's best friends, Duncan Trussell, has been completely spiraling and losing his mind after Elephant Graveyard called him out for selling out to Peter Thiel and the tech oligarchs like Rogan did. And
Oh, shit. Dude, I got to watch that. We can't right now, Too Lazy, man. I can't do it right now. I gotta watch all of Too Lazy to Try's videos, like, just all day long, pretty much. Guys, I don't even know what the fuck to say. I cry and vomit almost every 4 to 8 years when Trump gets back in office. Understandable, SF. Understandable. What do we say to that? Like, I've got to say this. because I do think that there is something here that everybody should take seriously. I think I saw Luck say it just a minute ago. Oh, yeah, about the 23 kids that were shot and their lives were taken at Sandy Hook. There is a problem with us not taking the shit he says seriously. And I obviously, and I know you guys as well, 100% took seriously his claims when it surrounded those children. And I've even said to people, and people are like, well, like he's just a character and he's just like playing an act. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't care if it's a character or if what he really believes. The Sandy Hook shit, like that dude's going to hell. He's going to hell. If there's a hell, he's going to it. Like, fuck that. Like, that is what he did to the parents of those children, man. Like, there's no way even like the most hardcore capitalist should be accepting of what he did to those parents and those child's memory as well. So I laugh. I think that mocking people that are fucking insane like Alex Jones is very important. I think he should be laughed at. But at the same time, we had to be very careful because some people do take him seriously. So very important to say that. Very important to say that. He's an awful fucking person. Yeah. Why does he have a show? Because there's a bunch of sick-ass people out there, dude. Yeah, he still owes them money, too. Like, if you're a person and you watch Alex Jones, you're fucked. You're fucked in the head, dude. Like, if you watch Alex Jones for any reason other than to mock and belittle him, you're sick in the fucking head. Like, that's just where it is. Let's watch Titus now, because it's hard to go back to back with something like that. And I think the only person that could possibly do it is Titus, man. How do we go back to back with Alex Jones? We got to bring in Titus making fun of these people, right? Like, that's the only way to do it. Like, I don't know how you follow that except for with some Titus. So let's watch Titus, dumb as a rock with skin cancer. The title game, guys, from Titus is fucking top notch. That's top notch. Dumb as a rock with skin cancer. Let me just say this, guys. I've been saying for years, I've been saying to people, dumb as a box of rocks. Okay? He took it to a second level I didn't know existed. I didn't know we could add on something to the dumb as a box of rocks. I didn't know we could throw skin cancer in there as well. Apparently you can. Let's go, Titus.
Hey everybody, Christopher Titus, and guess what? This, every week, is the Armageddon Update. Today, I'd like to talk about stupidity. Currently in America, we have people screaming, USA, USA, yet they can't spell USA. A chunk of our moronic population have decided that people with an education and intelligence are elites.
I'm Gatsby.
That science is a scam to kill you.
I see everything, Carl.
What? And vaccines, not only...
What?
I love the poorly educated.
Oh, fuck.
only don't work, but are being used to control you. Why control you? You work at TJ Maxx. Yeah, we're stupid as a rock that didn't get its GED.
Quick story time with Uncle Angry Ginger. When the vaccines first came out, COVID vaccines first came out, I was a frontline soldier. I was essential, guys. For the first time in my life, working at a grocery store, people like, you matter! I was a hero. Guys, I don't know if you guys remember that small amount of time in which I was important. But I was. Because if it wasn't for me, you fuckers wouldn't have been able to eat. But I was on the front line, so I was getting me a COVID vaccine as one of the first people. And my buddy was a teacher, and so he was going to get it as well. And so we had planned a round of disc golf after our vaccines, because of course we took the day off, because of course we used it as a reason to have a sick day. And my buddy got out and played around before I got out and played around. and can confirm, guys, the vaccine makes you better at disc golf. First time in 20 plus years of playing disc golf, and do not judge me or my buddy, okay? He got an ace. Gets the vax, goes out, first hole he plays, right in the fucking basket, guys. Performance-enhancing drugs. That's all I'm saying. There might be something in them, like steroids for disc golfers, for your wrist. Just
2
saying.
days ago, I saw a video on my hand brain machine that showed me a 310 mile.
SF. No, you didn't. Thank you for your service. That's the first time anybody has ever thanked me for my service.
On our bullet training saw. Yeah, we're stupid as a rock that didn't get its GED. 2 days ago, I saw a video on my hand brain machine that showed me a 310 mile an hour bullet train in Japan. They have toilets that wash your...
I am that dude right there. Me and that dude, we just had the same fucking feeling. God, we suck. Oh, America. Dude, American exceptionalism is purely hyperbolic. Bro, where'd they get trains like that? Brenda, you seen them Japanese trains? You seen them trains over there, Brenda? You know how fast they can get you the mayonnaise, Brenda, with the train that fast? Holy shit, Brenda. Come in here. It was like NASCAR, but with trains, Brenda. That was the Dale Earnhardt of trains. Wow.
They have toilets that wash your ass.
Hi, Rick. This gentleman would like to see the Japanese toilets. Well, of course, sir.
And a sex doll so advanced it will file for divorce from your ex. America has fallen behind, world, because education isn't valued
Holy
here.
shit.
The Illuminati convinced you that book learning and getting smart.
Alan, have you seen somebody did the fucking video, dude, where they show the Acela trains leaving the stations and the fucking tracks are all rusty? Like, I was like, damn, that is such a metaphor for America right now. Like, we're like, our train can go 100, but not on these tracks it can't. We're going to hit about 55 and then this bitch is hopping right off. Like that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't worry, guys. Trump's going to get an infrastructure bill done. 2 weeks.
Is stupid.
I love the poorly educated.
It ain't worth it.
Fuck.
And then they made college so expensive that, well, you have to run a successful business before you can get an education on how to run a successful business. Education, people, is power and a path to wealth, which is why the people with power and wealth don't want you to get educated, because then you'll work for yourself instead of working for the rich people that need dumb workers to keep them rich.
My dude Titus, you just used way too many words for these guys. That was way too many words. Fuck. Do you think they'll ever become educated enough? Like in the lifespan of being a Trump supporter in a Trump supporting family, what's the possibility that they ever become intelligent enough to recognize that the reason that people at the top tell you not to go to college is because they would rather that you don't rise up to the level that they're on? Like, at what point do you think MAGA Republicans hit the lottery, right? Like they just one DNA sequence away, right? Like just one genetic difference away from possibly having a child that's like, you know what? Actually, I think this is fucked up. You know, being a bootlicker for billionaires is kind of fucking, it seems wrong. I think I'm going to get educated. What is the percentage chance? Low 10s? Low 6s? 6.5%? 6.3? Are we talking less than that? It's a solid question, and also for the future of America, an important question.
Slavery is still legal, it seems.
Hey, James.
They just got to pay you minimum wage. That's right, people. Minimum. The least they can possibly pay you. Face it, they need slaves. Also,
Yep.
they need to keep you unhealthy.
100%.
Because if you're smart, healthy, and happy, you won't kill yourself delivering Amazon boxes for Bozo.
Dude, and that's the thing, too, is like, they don't want you to live long enough to get fucking Social Security, dog. Like, for anybody that's paying attention, there is something to be said about how old the world is getting. Because we're all living much longer than we were when we established something like Social Security, right? Like, so the idea of Social Security back in the day, it seemed like it would last longer and would be a better thing because people were dying earlier. Thus, the amount of old people that were a part of it were going to be less. And we didn't really think that was going to change. And that goes for the entire world. That's not just Social Security. That also goes for pensions at big companies, for the government and stuff like that. So you have all these older people, right, that are living longer, enjoying their retirement. Imagine fucking that. And instead of saying to ourselves, hey, maybe we should tax these wealthy pricks so that way more working class people can have some time off at the end of their 20, 30, 40 years of working their asses off and giving over their entire life to some shitty fucking company that doesn't value them or appreciate them. Instead of doing that, let's make life harder on them. Let's feed them poisonous fucking food. Let's take away vaccines and healthcare. And then let's work them so fucking hard that they die before they get there. That's the plan. And yet these ignorant ass trailer park Republicans are like, you know who's looking out for me? Those guys. Hell yeah, brother.
Between the 1,200 worldwide banned additives that are still in our food here in America, and none of which give you superpowers. You know, if you're going to poison me, for God's sakes, give me x-ray vision.
I just talked to a Russian guy the other day. The Russian guy that works for me. He was born in Russia. Born and raised in Russia. Adopted and was in the military here in America. And we were talking about how much sugar there is in America. And he was even saying, even not just the amount of sugar in America, but like he said, it literally, the Snickers bar in Russia tastes different than the Snickers bar in America. Like, it's less sweet. It tastes different. It's like we have genetically modified our food. And I'm saying that actually in a very like broad sense, right? I'm not even talking about like GMOs, right? Like GMOs as well, but just speaking in a broad sense about what we've done with our food to sell. Like, obesity is a side effect of capitalism. I know there's a bunch of people right now, what the fuck you mean obesity is a side of capitalism? Capitalism is the greatest. No, just think about it for 5 fucking seconds. The reason that we have an obesity problem in America is because we literally have made our foods so filled with sugar that they're addictive. Why have we done that? Well, we've done that because we want to sell more food. Like, when you look at other cultures, Asian cultures that have like very low amounts of obesity and really long lives, it's because they do not have the type of foods that we have here in America. And we claim that the reason that we have the foods we have here in America is because freedom, motherfucker. Okay, if I want to eat mayonnaise, fuck you if I can't eat mayonnaise. No one's saying you can't eat mayonnaise. Calm down, Jimbo. Just saying that everything in this fucking country is in some way affected by the capitalistic nature of Americans. We are the most capitalist country in the fucking world. Every single one of us is like constantly thinking about how we can make more money. How we can make more money. Like, that's what we do. And so it should come as no surprise that the people who make our foods are making them fucking addictive. That is why there's a bunch of obese people in this fucking country. It's not just, oh, fat people are lazy. It's also that the corporations in this country are like, no, buy our food and get fat, you motherfucker. We need you to. It's fucking insane.
to the world's worst healthcare system that will leave you dead and broke, to the anti-science,
I don't think science knows, actually.
anti-vax, pro-horse dewormer, smooth brains who believe this dried-out piece of maggot-infested beef jerky. This is RFK Jr., by the way. The man is equal parts brainworm, rotting Slim Jim, and heroin residue. The man...
Dude is like a total 100% fucking... Let me tell you about how to be healthy. Okay, look, all of you people out there, all right, what you need to do, okay, is you need to exercise more. Let me fucking give you a hint as to why RFK Jr. does have the muscle he does. Because he's on TRT! I would be willing to put a large amount of money on that, guys. Okay? The people, I don't know how this is even a fucking surprise to people. For millennia now, guys have been fucking working out, getting big, and then lying and saying they don't do steroids. Every fucking time that you have ever looked at a dude and went, holy shit, that guy doesn't do steroids, that guy was on steroids, okay? If you look at a dude and you go, wow, that guy doesn't do steroids, that's crazy, he did steroids. And it is a tale as old as time. Over and fucking over. People come out, get fucking ripped, say they didn't do that shit, and then 10 years later, people are like, yeah, it turns out that guy's on steroids. And I'm like, no fucking doy. The new iteration of that is people that come out that are huge, and then they come back like a year later and they're like, look at me, I'm svelte. I did not do any surgeries. I did not take any drugs, but look at me now. It was all diet, all exercise. Now they on Ozempic, brother. They got a tummy tuck. And look, I'm not against any of that shit. I don't give a fuck what you do. But I'm not going to sit here and take fucking health advice from a person that is fucking taking TRT and smoking or fucking taking Zyn as though that's somehow fucking better for you. Just like I wouldn't take advice on how to get fit from a fucking person taking Ozempic and getting tummy tucks. Why is this country this stupid? God damn it.
In charge of America's health is anti-science.
The only vaccine that has been tested in a full-blown placebo trial against an inert placebo was the COVID vaccine.
For the record, that's not true. Rotavirus, measles, and HPV vaccines have been, and some vaccines are tested against previous versions.
Anti-vax.
Are you recommending the measles vaccine or not?
What I've said and what I said...
It doesn't sound like you are.
An anti-moisturizer. A man whose policies will kill thousands of Americans, just like the guy that appointed him. Robert Kennedy Jr. is a 14-year heroin addict who had a brain worm. What? And says that vaccines cause autism.
I don't think there's any scientific question that vaccines cause autism.
If science is so overwhelming on the link between vaccines and autism...
They don't. Putting RFK in charge of America's health.
To give you guys an idea, I think it's something like 1.2 million children have been studied, and it has been determined that not only do vaccines not have a higher rate of autism in kids that have gotten vaccines, but actually in the control group, the kids that did not have the vaccine, there was actually a higher rate of autism in that group of children. By the way, my son is an Aspie, and there's absolutely fucking nothing wrong with having autism. My son is a beautiful, wonderful, intelligent human being, and I guarantee you, he is 1,000 times smarter than any fucking MAGA Republican that has ever fucking existed. Just want to throw that in there.
Care makes as much sense as putting Don Jr. in charge of the DEA. And even though it's been proven over and over and over by science and study after study that vaccines do not cause autism, there aren't any qualified studies or any science that says vaccines do cause autism.
None.
And some people that still claim it are vaccinated, and they aren't autistic. However, on Wednesday, Florida, because it's fucking always Florida, announced that it is stopping all mandatory vaccines for kids.
Bro, didn't even Trump say that's a bad idea? I think even Trump was like, well, hold on. I don't want the polio. pretty sure even Trump was like, yeah, that's a no for me, dog.
Press conference on September 3rd, Florida Surgeon General Joseph Ladapo announced plans to end all state vaccine mandates. Yeah, the move would make Florida the first state to eliminate all vaccination requirements. Yeah, he also said that making people take vaccines was akin to slavery. You're not paying them so little they can't live. That's fine.
Okay.
He said giving people life-saving vaccines is slavery.
Every last one of them is wrong and drips with disdain and slavery.
Honestly, that does sound a little autistic. So, to all you parents in Florida, you need to throw a welcome back party for measles, polio, and chickenpox. Come on in! Rubella, tetanus, and flu. Take a seat, bitches. Hepatitis B and A. Pick a kid to kill. Step on up, whooping cough, rotavirus, and the mumps. Good to see you again, diphtheria. Come on in! And wipe out some children whose parents are uneducated, moronic dipshits. To be clear.
I'm gonna throw this out there, and this is new for me because this is not something I would have suggested yesterday. I think that we should put a travel ban on Florida. Is that a possibility? I don't know the ins and outs. Somebody get a hold of somebody, because we got to find out. Like, talk to Gavin Newsom. Can we put a travel ban on Florida? Because I don't want polio. I don't want the whooping cough either. It's called like the 150-day cough. I don't want a 150 fucking day cough, bro. Can we start the process of travel banning other states? I think that should be a thing. And look, this in my opinion actually results in a net positive, because anybody in California that's like, yo, I want to go to Florida. Why can't I go to Florida and then come back to California? They're going to have to make decisions. And I'm going to tell you this. That means that property prices in California are going to go down, right? We're going to lose a lot of motherfuckers. Like, all of the Central Valley is going to go to Florida. And I'm actually okay with that. The property values, I'm going to make some good money. Yeah. So somebody call Gavin Newsom. I don't got his number. What's happening, Redonk?
Vaccines have worked so well for so long, and so many diseases were stopped and made almost non-existent because of vaccines that dumbasses think we don't need vaccines. Do you see why we need some education? Hope you dumb shits enjoy the ICU, where the American healthcare system will take your house. I'm Christopher Titus, and this is the Armageddon Update. I can't even...
I'm Jesus Christ.
I hear myself talking, I go, that's pretty brilliant. And then I realize, we're all going to die because an asshole in Florida didn't get the kid vaccinated, which was spreading disease to 5 other kids. Next thing you know, we're in a pandemic again, and we're all fucking zombies, just like Florida. God damn it! リモデルアプリコリモデルするならおーっとアプリの音
I'm just saying, like, just a light travel ban. Just a couple states, guys. Like Mississippi and Florida. And apparently Arizona, because Redonk, fuck that. You can't come back and buy my properties that I'm trying to buy up. Redonk, you left, you gotta stay where the fuck you went. You made your bed! Okay? I'm trying to get that cheap property, all right? Start my own Black Rock, all right? Ginger Rock, okay? Okay, I feel better now. The Alex Jones video really, that was a hard one to come back from. Titus saved us. Okay, so now let's talk about the Trump family coin going public, losing value, and getting hacked. I mean, part of me like is like, it's not right to take advantage of these Trump supporters, but also part of me is like, it's like nature, right? Isn't it like that? That's an argument to make, right? Like, it's nature. It feels like that. Somehow it feels like this is like Darwinism of some sort. Like, mental Darwinism is what I'm going with. The deluge of the Trump family's cryptocurrency plays does not pause for federal holidays. Oh, that's a sweet that's not AI. Okay, that was written by a person, guys. On Monday, their crypto firm World Liberty Financial began publicly trading its own coin, WLFI, so that the masses could buy into the yet another Trump crypto property that is vague about its actual purpose use case. There is no purpose. There is no use. There are so many Trump-related cryptocurrencies that even the crypto-pilled sons, Eric and Don Jr., sometimes have trouble keeping track. To refresh, World Liberty Financial is most well known as their company that has received questionable investments, including $75 million from a Chinese billionaire named Justin Sun and a $2 billion investment from a state-owned Emirati firm. Money that could raise flags about presidential conflicts of interest if that were still a thing. Exactly. One of the craziest things about this is how many people are now involved in voting for Donald Trump that do not understand how cryptocurrency works. I think legit, and you guys are going to disagree with me on this, but I think legit some of these people actually would be mad if they understood fucking crypto. Like, some of these old people would be like, what? Like, China? Brenda, is China giving money to Trump? I thought weren't they giving it to Joe Biden? They're buying Trump's meme coin. I got some of that. Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. Like, why are we mad that they're buying the meme coin? Stocks just go up, brother. Diamond hands. Sorry, I took my redneck into COVID stock stace. Sorry about that. Got off track. Like, does anybody know that this is bad? I mean, I know we do, but people do understand, right? Like, if I'm the president of the United States and I'm like, yeah, no, we're not going to let China, let's say, open a battery factory in America because we're American first. Okay? American first. All right? If I say that, and then the Chinese government comes to me and says, what if we gave you $2 billion? And I was like, you can't do that because, laws and stuff. And they were like, we'll just buy $2 billion worth of your family's cryptocurrency. And I was like, dope. That's a bribe. That's corruption. That's really bad. The fuck are we doing? The president of the United States is fucking $5 billion richer just off like his recent fucking cryptocurrency venture. Not even the other ones. Just this one. Guys, this is not okay. Like, no one is supposed to be okay with this. When the WFLI coin opened for public trading on Monday, it was valued at about 40 cents. That number sounds humble, which it's not, by the way. A coin like that starting at 40 cents is actually pretty crazy because most of these coins start in like the triple or quintuple aughts, right? Though would make it one of the most valuable cryptocurrencies in the world by market cap. But like other Trump-adjacent properties before it, WLFI began to tumble when pre-market hype met reality. By the end of the day, it closed at around 23 cents. If you were to buy at the beginning of the day, you would have seen about half of your on-paper value disappear. And just so people fucking understand this, if you don't understand cryptocurrencies, the reason the SEC claims it is not investigating cryptocurrency coins, meme coins, shit coins, is because they claim there is no intrinsic value. So if you buy a stock, you're generally buying something that means something because you're buying the value of the company. If I buy into Amazon and Amazon has higher quarterly profits, then most likely more people will invest in it, which equals more value for me. Stocks, even though I still consider them to be gambling for rich people, have intrinsic value. Meme coins, shit coins, do not have intrinsic value. You cannot use your meme coin to do anything except for hold on to it and hope that one day it makes you rich. Guess what? I've got bad news for you. It's not going to make you rich. When they say that it started at 40 cents, that means a ton of people, probably about thousands of shares, equaling thousands of dollars, thinking that they're going to now get this nest egg. Their retirement is now going to happen through this. The problem with that is that every one of these meme coin has insider traders that snipe them at the very beginning of these coins being put on the market. The people that are sniping these coins have no interest in holding onto the coin. They are just stealing the money of old people that do not understand cryptocurrencies, that have been talked into purchasing it because they believe that Donald Trump is actually a good person. This is like sad on so many levels. But that's a minor problem for some WLFI buyers. Hours after the market closed, some buyers began to report on the official WLFI forum that they were being targeted by hackers who were draining their accounts of new coins. WLFI operates on the Ethereum blockchain, which had a recent upgrade that hackers used to exploit the accounts to steal their coins. The instant the tokens arrive, they will be stolen by automatic sweeper bots before we have a chance to move them to a secure wallet, one user wrote. By the way, Ethereum, it's a Russian kid, I believe it is. As far as blockchain goes, I made videos about like the importance of the blockchain. Like how the blockchain is good for society, how it could be used for storing medical records, how it could be used for storing your private information, how it could make it more accessible for you and less accessible for people that you don't want it to have it. I am for blockchain. I am not for shitcoins. And this is one of those things where when I have this conversation with people where they tell me that Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be the future of currency, and I say, like, you could say something isn't hackable, but that's not true. There's always going to be a way for people to get a hold of at some point in the transaction. People are going to figure out ways to get into it. Not to mention, someone always holds the keys to the kingdom. Someone always holds the keys to the kingdom. I don't give a fuck how many times you've been told that there is nobody that has the access to Bitcoin to just steal your Bitcoin. I guarantee there's somebody that fucking does. I fucking guarantee it. And it may not have happened yet, straight from Bitcoin, itself, but Bitcoin has been stolen. Meme coins have been stolen. Ethereum has been hacked. Like, there's nothing in this world that exists that is like going to just be completely inaccessible, and the government's about to be involved in it, or is involved in it. What am I saying? About to be. They are involved in it, which makes it just more likely that your shit's getting taken away from you. Anyways, this all sounds like a public-facing loss for the World Liberty Financial executive team, which includes Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and Zach Witkoff, the son of the president's Middle East envoy, Steve Witkoff. You don't say. But the Trump family owns about 22.5 billion WLFI coins, meaning that even if they're trading around 22 cents, their theoretical value is about $5 billion. And even if their retail investors are taking a hit on WLFI, the Trump sons are not looking back. Later in September, they plan an IPO for their crypto mining concern, American Bitcoin. I mean, what do you want me to say? It gets exhausting to say this over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Am I live? Yes, I'm live. Am I alive is the fucking real question. Are you guys alive, Jay? I don't know if you guys are real yet. I'm still fucking waiting. Yeah, it's live. It's just I've talked about Bitcoin shit. This is the same shit I've talked about like a million times. I understand. I understand the confusion, guys. If this seems like fucking Groundhog Day, if this seems like deja vu, it's because I've said this and I'm going to keep talking about this over and over and over again. This is not good. If you're one of those people that 5 years, 10 years ago was telling me about how good Bitcoin is, and you're looking at what's going on right now and you're not concerned, then you are never 10 toes down. You weren't standing on business, and you're not standing on business now. Like, I had some actual, like, appreciation, respect for the original, like, Bitcoin people. Because I didn't completely understand what they were talking about at that time, but I understood what they're getting at. I understood that they wanted decentralization. I understood that they wanted to move away from the government having control of their money supply. I understand all of that, and I get it. I feel for them, and I appreciate that they were looking at the future of America and trying to make some kind of change that might actually matter. But if you are one of these people now, and you're a part of it, then you know just how shitty this whole environment has gotten, how shady this whole environment has gotten, because it has been co-opted, and Trump's family, Trump, who was a person who was anti-digital currency 8 years ago, is now fucking elbow deep in it because he knows he can use it for corruption. Like, I am begging people out there to just be even minorly consistent with their views, minorly consistent with the things that they said 6, 8 a year ago. I'm just asking you, please, fucking look at what's going on right now and tell me that you don't think that this is bad. Because I don't think you can. Oh, is it, oh. Sometimes the stream's been glitching lately, Jay, where it does loop back a little bit. That's kind of weird, but yeah, I was doing a editing of a video, and I noticed that sometimes the streams nowadays do bounce back. I don't know, is that doing that for anybody else? Or is it just Jay that's getting that? You guys tell me. If Angry Ginger put a wig on his head, you wouldn't even recognize him. This guy is a CIA agent as soon as he shaves his beard and mustache and puts on a wig. That's a possibility, Luck. The Clankers are coming. Refresh, my friend, refresh. I know you're flesh and blood, Jeremy. I trust you. Jay feels like Benjamin Buttons. Okay. You got to refresh, Jay. They're all saying you got to refresh. Okay. So, going with that, guys, is the fact that Eric Trump, he smells the grift. He knows it's too good, guys. Eric Trump is like, brother, I need some of that money. My dad's going to die next year or two. I need to make sure that I am all the way into this cryptocurrency shit. I need to get myself into the presidency where I can take firm advantage of this. Guys, this is how stupid our fucking society has gotten. If you asked me 4 years ago if somebody would vote for Eric Trump, I would tell you right here, right now, no fucking way. I would say even Trump supporters aren't that dumb. I'd be like, what are you, crazy? Have you seen Beavis and Butthead? No way. This is how the internet reacted, and it does give me some hope. The article is called, "They Picked the Slow One." The internet has a field day after Eric Trump hints at run for president in 2028. President Donald Trump's middle son, Eric Trump, has been hinting at a possible run for the presidency in 2028, and the idea is not going over very well on social media. Thank God. How old is Barron? He's 19 or 20? Is he 19? How old do you have to be to run for the president? 35, right? 16 years. In 16 years, how old will I be? That puts me at 62-ish. Oh, God, guys. You know that MIT predicted the fall of the world, the entire world, the global economy, they claim, is going out in 2040. This could be the end of human civilization. Barron Trump runs for president at 35 years old. All the shit that MIT has been talking about, the economy, social collapse, climate change, all going to happen right when I'm ready to retire. Yeah. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said, Jesus. I just want you to know that. I don't know why you're punishing everybody else for all the mean shit I've said. I just want you to know I am so sorry. I did not think you would be this vengeful. Okay, anyways. The executive vice president of the Trump Organization and CEO of World Liberty Financial, I can't believe we're saying that, Eric Trump, teased the possibility of a Trump family dynasty in an interview over the weekend, according to Newsweek's Theo Berman. Trump spoke with Nikki Asia. That's a porn name. If I have ever heard a porn name, that's a porn name. Nikki Asia. I tried to like fucking church it up. I was like, Nikkei Asaya? No, that's a porn name. On Sunday, during an overseas trip to Asia. Okay, stop. An interview with Nikki Asia in Asia. Bullshit. This is a simulation. Promoting the Trump organization's cryptocurrency businesses. These businesses have reportedly added billions of dollars in dark money to the Trump family's coffers, including contributions from individuals seeking to influence Donald Trump. Like on the left, we're over here, we're like, that guy got dark money from fucking like this one dude over there. They're like, give us all the dark money. And we're cooked. During the interview, the 41-year-old real estate executive floated the idea. He's not a real estate executive. I can't read this article. During the interview, the 41-year-old real estate executive floated the idea of replacing his dad with his own presidential run in 3 years. That is, if Donald Trump doesn't flout the Constitution's rule against allowing more than 2 terms as president, as he has hinted he might. It's the dumbest fucking timeline. I'm not ruling it out. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes, Trump said. I'm saying no. No means no. No means no. Eric Trump, I know your father is Donald, but let me get this message across to you as firmly as I can. No means no. Don't fucking do it. I am afraid that there are dumb enough people to vote for this guy. Eric Trump also spoke at the Bitcoin Asia conference over the weekend. Of course, the internet had an opinion, and it centered around Eric Trump's mental acuity, which has been the butt of jokes on Saturday Night Live for years. One person said, he really is the dumbest of the 5, isn't he? Someone should do bullet questioning and see if they can trick him into telling us if his daddy is incapacitated. I can get on board with that. Another person said, isn't he the dumbest one of the kids? Like, that is low-key a pretty good burn. Another person said, they picked the slow one. You gotta be kidding me. Trump's 2 older sons, Eric and Don Jr. have a growing presence. Okay, I get what they're saying here. I was like, hold on, isn't he the middle son? Trump's 2 older sons, Eric and Don Jr., have a growing presence in political and economic circles, leading some to speculate about their future political aspirations. Back in July, during an interview with the BBC, Eric Trump said members of his family could certainly run for president one day when he asked about the family's future political aspirations. But he denied that he had any intention of running in 2028. I very much doubt I would even consider in 28, he said, calling politics brutal and explaining he was focused on his business interests. In another interview in July, this time with the Financial Times, Trump boasted that he could be a better lawmaker than most on Capitol Hill. He also bragged about his business acumen and said he was wholly unimpressed by half the politicians I see. I could do it effectively. The path would be an easy one, Trump said before adding, the real question is, do you want to drag other members of your family into it? Please don't. Just don't. For the sake of your family, just don't do it. Would I want my kids to live the same experience over the last decade that I've lived? I promise you. I promise you that I will stay on this channel helping you to live the same experience and your children living the same experience for the next decade if you do that. I will be here. You know, if the answer was yes, I think the political path would be an easy one, meaning I think I could do it. He added, and by the way, I think other members of our family could do it too. What country accepts Americans, guys? What country is currently just letting Americans move to that bitch like right away with no like problems? Is there anybody? Anybody out there? Like, how's Ireland? I would like to move to Ireland. I feel like I wouldn't abandon you guys. All right, I just want you guys to know that. I mean, physically, I'd be abandoning you guys. Mentally and in spirit, I would still be here for you guys. 100%. No doubt. I would just be in Ireland. Is that a possibility? Can I move there? Because if fucking Eric Trump runs for president, I'm fucking outie. Okay? Like I said, I will still be on this channel. I will 100% still stand up for you guys. But from like fucking 16 countries away. Fuck that shit. I'm going home. I just want you guys to know that. I need more sparkling water. This is the dumbest fucking timeline. Is there any country out there that doesn't hate Americans? I don't think there is. Is that Trump's plan? Was Trump's plan to make us so fucking, like, unlikable in the rest of the world that if any of us tried to leave, like, we would have nowhere else to go? Was that the plan? Because it feels like that was the plan. I can't think of a single country right now that I could go to that I'd be like, yo, I'm American, and people would be like, dope, high five. Like, I would imagine that if I go to any other country in the world right now, their version of ICE would immediately fucking deport me. That's how I feel right now. Did I stop drinking coffee? No, I drank coffee before I got on. Now we're on to sparkling water, Silent. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to go get the Blarney Stone. Okay, first of all, Jay, that's racist. How dare you be racist against my Irish people? You're drinking apple cider flavored coffee? Dude, fall has come, my friend. You got to get some pumpkin spice up in that bitch. Like, drop some pumpkin spice in it. You have expat friends in Ireland, James? Dude, you're going to have to hook me up. Yeah, 1930s Germany. We've done too much research, Vonda. We've done too much. That's the problem, is we know what's coming. We 100% know what's coming, Vonda. Speaking of. Jasmine Crockett, guys. I appreciate Jasmine. I really do. And also, Jasmine, look, Jasmine got that Karen haircut, okay? Jasmine was like, I need to enter my final form, okay? She cut the hair and she was like, we're going to be fucking speaking to some managers this week, all right? And I'm on board. We need to harness that shit. Someone needs to talk to the manager of this fucking country. And maybe Auntie Karen's the one to fucking get it done. Because, you know, when Auntie Karen went up to that poor 18-year-old that was stoned at Blockbuster, I'll tell you fucking this, you're getting yourself a free movie that night, okay? Look, I'm out of plans, guys. I've exhausted everything at this point. I'm just throwing fucking darts now. So anyways, let's watch Jasmine Crockett telling everybody the thing that we all know, but say it louder for the back room, is Trump's fingerprints are all over the Epstein cover-up.
Men.
Oops. Sorry, IHIP ladies. It's not your
Yeah,
turn.
I mean, clearly the White House, they are the hostile actors, whether we're talking about the Epstein.
James says that was a we. First of all, James, I will not allow you to talk about my queen like that, okay? First of all right? Even if they were, we do not say anything about that. That was Jasmine's hair, her beautiful, beautiful, wonderful hair, and I will ban you.
Files and them not coming out, or whether we're talking about him unlawfully going into various minority controlled cities, and honestly the list goes on. So we know where the hostility is coming from. I will have to tell you that I respect Thomas Massie. Clearly we don't agree on a lot.
Have to fucking say it. Giving credit where credit is due. Dude, I just gotta say, like, we need fucking allies. And me and Thomas Massie probably ain't gonna, agree. I don't know what his stance is. He's supposed to be libertarian. Libertarians should be pro-choice. So I don't know what his stance on abortions is. But we might be on the same page there. Look, I'm pro-Second Amendment. I'm just pro-red flag laws. Okay? I'm pro-background checks. We're probably going to be slightly different there. All right? I'm sure y'all can pull up some clips of Thomas Massie saying some wild shit that I would clown. For sure. But you know what? Thomas Massie just came out and said some fucking names, guys. Thomas Massie just came out and said 3 people's names that, like, I believe every one of them were Republican fucking donors. Like, you got to give the man credit. I don't even see any Democrats out there doing that shit, guys. Like, that wasn't Jasmine down there. That wasn't AOC. That wasn't fucking Katie Porter. It was Thomas Massie. Like, you want to fuck with me, Trump? Okay, I'm going to start naming your fucking Epstein client list, dog. You got to give credit where credit's due.
But where we can find agreement, we do. And the reason that I respect him is because he always shows you who he is. He is what I would consider to be a traditional conservative. He believes in transparency. He doesn't believe in whatever Trump tells him to believe. He believes in things like fiscal conservatism. He knows who he is, and he never backs down. And to have this administration try to play with us and act like the DOJ is complying with oversight, to be clear, we were able to secure a subpoena to get those records from the Department of Justice within the...
And by the way, they also subpoenaed the Clintons. Like, this is where we need to be on this topic, is this should be bipartisan. Like, this should not be... We shouldn't be fighting over this. It's fucking insanity. It's crazy. It's absolutely bananas that anybody is fighting anybody. And the fact that anybody that's watching this could look at a person saying that they don't want to release these files, that they don't want these people being named that are in these files, that person is sus. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care what mental gymnastics you have done, whether you are on the left or the right. If you are not for releasing the Epstein files and bringing these people to justice, I think you should be deported, actually. I think let's keep the immigrants and let's fucking deport those people. That's where I'm at with that.
Oversight Committee, and guess what? We still don't have them, right? Like, they gave us an itty-bitty amount. They gave us maybe 3% of the documentation.
The three names that he mentioned. Here, let's just look it up real quick. What's his name? Massey, right? Massey has stated that he has a fellow resident, Marjorie Green. Where was it? Okay. I think this is right. Republican Representative Thomas Massey has said billionaire John Paulson, a major donor to President Donald Trump's campaign, was in Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book. Paulson was previously named as someone in Epstein's Little Black Book, a contact book that was seized during investigations. Massey has raised the issue amid the backlash plaguing the Trump administration. Let's see. That's just Paulson. I should have fucking... I don't know why... I got distracted by the Alex Jones video, guys. I should have seen... I should have queued up the other two names. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just the first one. But I swear to God, it was two more. These are all 3 days ago. That's not what it was. God, I should have... I don't know why I didn't save that. No, these are all 3 days ago. Okay, I will 100% look for it, and if I can find it, I will link it in this video when I edit it, okay? So Paulson, obviously he named Paulson. He named Paulson. God, I wish I fucking saved that. I read it like right before I went on stream, and I don't know why I didn't fucking save it. That there was two other names that, I don't know that he mentioned them, but he said all of them were RNCC donators, like big donators. And they're all in the Black Book. So, here, let's try one more thing. Let's try one more way. Oops. Massey. I think this is it. Is this what it is? This is 4 days ago. No, this isn't it either, I don't think. Okay, I'll find it, and if I find it, I will put it in the edited version of this video. But Paulson, obviously... Oh, what did I just do? Whoa. Paulson obviously was the first name that he named on the floor, right? Or in an interview.
And they know that they have Comer under their thumb and that Comer won't necessarily.
Was it a news clip on MSNBC? Is that what I'm thinking? Okay, one more thing. We'll do one more try. One more try. Four days ago. No, that's Jasmine Crockett. That's the one we're looking at right now. Okay, if somebody finds a link for me, for sure, let me know. You can send it to me in Discord or something. But yeah, I don't see it, and that's really sad. Okay, I'll look for it though. I will look for it. But let's watch the video so that way we're not just sitting
early press, so they don't want this full House vote, but I believe that they are going to get the signatures, and then the ball will be in the Speaker's court.
What do you think they're covering up?
Listen, I mean, now I've never been a conspiracy theorist ever in my life, okay? No silver tin hat here, okay, sis? But I'm going to tell you that as I sat and listened.
I saw an article today, Silent, that was talking about the fact that Maskey had said 3 names, not just Paulson, but 2 other names as well. So if you see that, let me know.
To these women, as someone who's been in courtrooms and frankly has reviewed my fair share of discovery and cases because I have represented on the defense side people accused of similar acts, this is next level. The levels to this is absolutely insane. And we're not talking about, the things that he's espousing to clean our cities of, these low-level criminals. We are talking about for instance, let me tell you, there was a story of, I'll try to make it quick. There was a story of a young lady who ended up encountering Epstein as he was incarcerated in 2008 in Florida because he set up a sham company and he was able to then be on work release to his sham company.
That's what I was going to say. Wasn't this the work release story? And here's something people right now are saying, oh, Trump was a FBI informant. First of all, we can definitely get into why that's a dumb story. Because I actually do think that Donald Trump 100% snitched on Epstein. 100%. Because I think that, like most criminals, Donald Trump snitched on Epstein because he was afraid of what was going to be found out about him. This is how snitching works. This is how criminals do their thing. Generally, they find the criminal that is participating in the activities, but they want the bigger criminal, so they generally go use that person to get to him. So he gets incarcerated. He then has a work release because he has a fucking an insanely fucking good deal from Alex Acosta, who later joins Trump's administration in 2017. And during this time, he assaulted a young woman while he's out on work release. What the fuck are we talking about here? Why is this a question? This man was not a good person in any way, shape, or form. Ghislaine Maxwell was not a good person in any way, shape, or form. And Donald Trump was great friends with both of them. Donald Trump, Epstein's butler, just a month ago, came out, his butler of 18 years said that Donald Trump offered, this one I can find for you guys if you want to see this one, okay, offered for for Jeffrey Epstein to work in Donald Trump's administration. Jeffrey Epstein told his butler, Donald Trump offered him a job. Why? What are we doing here?
And while on work release, meaning that he was absolutely being monitored, but he wasn't, he was still abusing women. That is the level. We're talking about them doing fake immigration documents and getting...
Yeah, thank you for the $10. $10. 5 Alarm Fire. Thank you so much. Just wanted to show some love since I just woke up and saw I missed the entire live stream. Guys here at the Angry Ginger live channel, okay, you guys know where I get my money from. Five Alarm Fire is my dark money, just so you guys know.
Girls from Russia, from Ukraine. Obviously, we knew that there were international implications. They also talked about Israel in this. Like, they implicated, it's like the banks, the accountants, the lawyers. Like, it is insane. And so I personally think this is about the people that made sure that they could have puppets like Trump in power that he is trying to cover for.
Congresswoman, what questions do you have for Alex Acosta, who does this extraordinary sweetheart deal that I think puts in...
Yeah, why is nobody fucking talking about that? Why is nobody fucking pulling Alex Acosta into interviews? Like, the dude, like, why is no one upset about the deal that Epstein got from harming a 14-year-old girl? Like, this isn't even a question that this dude did it. He was convicted of harming that young woman. And no one cares. No one wants to know. No one wants to know why Alex Acosta gave him this fucking... Oh, thank you for the 20 memberships. Thank you for the 20 memberships. Five Alarm Fire. Thank you, sir. Isn't that fucking weird? Like, we're talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, but we don't have Alex Acosta in an interview? We're talking to fucking anybody that's willing to cover up for Trump, but not Alex Acosta? Alex Acosta is 100% willing to cover up for Trump. I guarantee you it. Can we fucking make an effort? Find out what the dude knows? Investigate the investigation?
Motion, the extraordinary circumstances around that work release, where I'd never heard this before, but he's allowed to continue to abuse women.
So here's the thing. I'm actually really happy that that's not going to be a normal committee hearing, because as you know, we only get 5 minutes, and for the most part, it's a dog and pony show. It's going to be behind closed doors, a transcribed interview. I would have preferred an actual deposition where perjury would be clearly on the table. If for some reason he was not truthful and forthcoming, and we were able to back that up as we go through this process of interviewing various witnesses. So first of all, I want to know, I will be very methodical and be a real lawyer, right? To the extent that I want to know who all was working with you. I want to know what their jobs were. And the reason that I'm going to need that foundational information is so that we can then go and dig and talk to those people as well. It's a puzzle piece when you are trying to build a case, right?
Dude, it's so good that she's a lawyer. Thank God. Like, this is why the left should be so much more effective, right? And this is why we question why certain things within the left keep them from being this effective. Is that, like, people like Jasmine Crockett should 100% be in charge of things like this, because she has the experience to do things like this. Like, come on, Jasmine Crockett, man. Like, and not just Jasmine. Actually, I know I have faith that Jasmine can get it done. Come on, Democrats. Get behind Jasmine Crockett. Make her feel supported. Give her the resources she needs. And hold these fucking people's feet to the flames. Stop. Like, you know that there are people in those files that certain Democrats as well want to keep protected. This is about people, man. This is about children. This is about women who lost their entire lives, that have lived in this, like, torturous fucking life on earth, knowing that these things happen to them and that nobody fucking cares. Like, help Jasmine bring some justice to these people. Well, thank you for the $2, Dean. Thank you.
And so we want to make sure we get all the pieces to the puzzle. I also really want to seek clarification on whether or not this is something that he initiated or not. I also want answers to questions about the fact that it was clear that he violated federal law. That was made clear in the lawsuit that the survivors ended up filing because he failed to notify them. the timeline is very interesting. What they ended up doing is saying, you know what? They signed off on the null pros agreement, right? To not prosecute him. And then after that is when they decided that they would talk to the victims and say, hey, just wanted to let you know your case is still moving along. We'll let you know when something's happening, right?
That is fucking shady. To not notify the victims that they're going to give Epstein a non-prosecution clause in his sentencing. Like, that is fucking so shady.
This was a clear cover-up. And so I want to really dig into his thought process and find out if this is something that he consistently did.
And why? Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, thank you so much for your role in all this and for joining us.
Are
like, I don't even know what you're supposed to say. What are you supposed to say to this kind of shit? When you have, like, Thomas Massey and Marjorie Taylor Greene, Jasmine Crockett, like, none of these people are the most powerful people in this country. These are all people. Fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm putting Marjorie Taylor Greene in this. Oh. These are all people, regardless of why they're doing it, that are doing this to stop what's going on in this country, while the most powerful people in our fucking country sit on their hands and go, I don't know, man, I'm just absolutely can't do anything about this. And the voters are like, turns out they can't do anything. Turns out, man, can't tell if there's anything that happened, man. You know, there's a lot that could happen that could be bad. Like, it's fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. Anyways, let's do the IHIP ladies. Let's watch the IHIP ladies talking about Trump freaking out and having a psychotic and homophobic meltdown on camera. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I got clickbaited, guys. I got clickbaited hard. Yeah, I don't trust MTG either, I tell you. I don't think that even needs to be said, right? I don't think any of us do. All right, so let's watch them. Let's watch them talk about it. I got clickbaited. I don't know what this is talking about, but I was like 100% I gotta fucking watch this video. My IHIP ladies. I love these two ladies. We are BFFs and they just don't know it.
MAGA men are insane. They are beta males. They are, there's so much self-hatred. They require a lot of coddling. They live in a constant state of fear. They're scared of drag queens reading books. They're scared of rainbow flags. They're scared of the white liberal woman. They are.
Yep. And here's the funny thing is, you know that it became popular. It became really popular for people that are homophobic to say, I'm not homophobic. A phobia is something that I'm scared of. I'm not scared of gay people. First of all, I know plenty of gay people that whoop your ass, just so you know, okay? I grew up with old school gay people. They will pound your face. They will mop the parking lot with your grill, okay? But other than that, yes, you are afraid of them. You know why you're afraid of gay? Because you're insecure that you might be gay. Look, I've said this before. Like, when you have, if you're watching some type of media, a movie, a TV series, you're reading a book, whatever, there's generally two reactions you have, or two scenarios in which you have reactions to a love scene, like somebody kissing, soft pornography, or perhaps even real stuff, depending on what you're watching it for. So when watching two people have a intimate encounter in a movie, in a TV series, or in a book, you're generally doing it for a couple reasons. One, you're doing it to jerk off, okay? All right, that's real. Like, that's what you're doing. And so if there's a dude kissing another dude, while you're thinking about jerking it, then you downloaded the prawn that was appropriate to what you like to jerk it to. Thus, you're gay. Whether or not you feel comfortable talking about that while out in public, the court is in. You're totally gay. The other scenario would be where you're watching a TV series or a movie, and you're watching it because you enjoy watching that TV series or movie. And if in that movie or TV series there are two men and they kiss each other, then that shouldn't really affect you because you're watching it for storyline, not for arousal. So if I watch a TV show and there happens to be a gay couple and they have a moment where, let's say, one is happy for the other and they kiss, it does not make me feel uncomfortable because I'm not thinking about whether or not it arouses me. I'm thinking about, hey, that's cool. It's a happy moment. They achieve the goals that they wish to achieve. Now, the problem with most of these people that are homophobic is that when they're watching these scenes and a man kisses the man because they're celebrating a new job or adoption of a child or whatever it is, they feel their little pee-pee get a little twinge. And they get weird because they're like, oh, I'm not gay. I don't like this at all. Turn it off, Brenda. Turn it off, Brenda. I don't like it. I'm not gay. Why are you shoving it down my throat? Knowing full well they wish that they would shove it down their throat. So I just want to say, for all the people out there, they're like, I'm not homophobic because I'm not scared of gay people. Yeah, you are. You're scared you are one. You're scared what your friends are going to think. You're scared what your family's going to think. You're scared to find out what other MAGA supporters are going to think. If you actually came out and said you're gay. But let me just give you a little advice. You'll feel better if you do. If you come out and just tell people, you know what? I think I might be at least kind of gay. It's a good start for you guys. It's an opener. Might be kind of gay. You might lose some friends. You might lose some family. But you're going to gain a lot of happiness because you're going to finally feel good about yourself. Just a little advice.
Triggered beyond all reasoning imaginable because a restaurant that none of them ever eat at changes their logo. Stage 5 meltdown with these MAGA men. So I think it's important that we keep our finger on the pulse of the enemy. And so let's just do a little check-in with MAGA men. Let's check in first with Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh.
What's up, Uncle Fatty? Uncle Fatty said, you can't unlock the closet from the outside. True words have never been spoken, Fatty.
About the Epstein.
Oh, speaking of dudes that are definitely closeted homosexual, look at that. Matt Walsh. What's up, brother?
Survivor speaking out says, so these alleged Epstein survivors had a big press conference to urge Trump to release the names, even though they say they already know the names but won't tell us what the names are. Oh, okay, that makes total sense.
I fucking hate this guy.
Imagine being a man who talks about Christian values. And then your sole purpose is to coddle the fragile ego of a man with full-blown dementia, muffin top kinks, a terrible athlete. I don't even think he was ever an athlete. Too big of a pussy to serve.
Well, and hands are too little.
Hands are way too little. And that you demean people that were raped and trafficked by Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, how insane is that? Like, these people literally are like, the Epstein files need to come out. These people need to be brought to justice. All of this shit. And then the Epstein victims come out and go like, hey, we're going to tell people what the names are if you guys aren't going to do it. And these people are fucking demeaning the people that they claim that they think fucking that were victims of this shit. It's mind-blowing. It's like, I can't even put those thoughts into an order in which I can understand. Like I said, people are like, what about Bill Clinton? I'm like, fuck Bill Clinton then. If he ends up being in there and he did that shit, then his ass goes on trial. Brother, he did some shit with the woman with the cigar. I know he's into freaky shit. If he in there, take his ass on down there, put his ass in a jail cell, bring him into court, put him on trial, show the evidence, and if his ass did something, put his old ass in prison. That's where I stand on that.
And Jeffrey Epstein. And Donald Trump says he wishes Ghislaine Maxwell well. And then he goes and allows her to lie and moves her. And that's where Matt Walsh stands on this.
What really pisses me off about this is that he says the alleged victims, they were, Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted. She is serving a sentence in federal court because the jury heard the testimony of these women and is convicted. And this is exactly the type of person.
5 Alarm says Trump doesn't have the hands. It doesn't have the hand girth to grip a pickleball handle, except his own. Exactly. Look, the Lord looked down on Donald Trump, 5 Alarm, and he said, "Man, I give you bigger hands, but you only need little tiny hands for that little tiny dick."
That makes women achieve more because he wants to keep us in our place. He believes that as a white man, he has all the answers. And I will say this to Matt Walsh, go fuck yourself because you suck.
He does. All right. Speaking of men that need to go fuck themselves and who suck, let's do a little check-in with Alex Jones.
I will no longer let lesser men try to build.
Dude, we're getting a double? We're doing a double Alex Jones today.
Their resume by claiming I'm a traitor when they're scumbag Benedict Arnolds. Pieces of shit. Want to be elitist. Arrogant scumbags. I'm not arrogant. I'm on a power trip. I'm in a total commitment against evil. I'm pouring out my guts, my soul, my family, everything I've got committed to this.
Bro, like every video I'm going to watch from other content creators is going to have this shit in it. This is fucking gold.
And I will not have pieces of fucking shit lie about me and say I'm not true. I will fucking destroy you, scum.
Mama Brooke, we can only watch it one more time because the IHIP ladies are going to give us their opinions on this. So we would definitely want to see that.
All of you! Fuck you! I've sworn on the altar of God, total resistance against every form of tyranny, against the mind of men.
Pause it real quick.
Pause it real quick, she says.
Okay. Look at all the papers on his desk. You know, like he's legitimately saying something and he's surrounded by information when he's literally like, I'm going to fight for God. Fuck.
Dude, that is so funny she says that. I was going to say that earlier in the other video, Chin. In the other video, when we watched this shit originally happen, I was like, why does he have all these papers around him? It's like a dude that has a bunch of books behind him that's never read.
Yeah, all right, it gets even more demented. Play it.
And I told everyone 2 weeks ago, I'm leveling up. And it's scary. Because I'm a scary person. I can outthink and outmaneuver all these people. And I just keep trying to get the general society to wake up and win.
Bro, is it lead poisoning, do you think? Do you think it's CTE? It could be CTE. I'm going to guess it's CTE.
But I guess it does lie to me. I guess.
Luck Dragon, I think you just quoted Eminem. I'm not afraid.
I am the smartest. I am the best. I am the fastest.
Dude, positive affirmations. So I be doing in the shower. I am going to be successful. I am going to be smart today. I am going to make good decisions. I am not going to drink tequila. Holy
The problem is,
it's money. VD
interlocking
100%.
into this information is very frightening. So, it must be done. So I will do it.
So I would do it.
I'll never watch another movie. I guess I have to become celibate because I can't give my energy up to sex. That's the biggest strain on me because I'm a man.
Dude, it doesn't matter how many times I watch this video. What movies do you think he's saying he's not going to watch anymore, guys? What movies? I bet you the movies he's talking about have a gay sex storyline in them. I bet you money.
There is no more pleasure. There is no more pain.
No more pleasure.
There is no more art. There is no more culture. There is only war. And I commit myself to...
Bro, you do not want to be on the same side as Alex Jones in a war, dog. Like, Alex Jones 100% is not the guy being picked when teams are being picked, right? Like, Alex Jones is the last person being picked at all times. Like, you are picking, like, the 9-year-old girl over Alex Jones. You're like, I don't know, she looks fast. Like, she got this shit for sure. Pigtails is on my team. Y'all can have Alex Jones, all right?
Total war against Satan. And I ask God to lead God and direct me and commit me to his arms and to become a complete vessel of warfare against this operation. And I repent for all my sins. And I ask now before everyone that you lift me up to be an absolute battering ram against the enemy in God's will. In the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Amen.
Okay. Okay. Here's the thing about this shit.
Pig.
I understand a crazy person standing on the side of the street doing this shit. I understand that he might put that up on YouTube and he might have like 20 loyal followers and then maybe a bunch of people like us that are watching it for entertainment.
Yeah.
This guy gets millions of views. This guy has a base. This guy, it helps me understand when I'm in the airport and I see all the men that are in the MAGA coded merch that are compensating for their either small penises or broken egos or their inner child being so severely damaged. Maybe they were abused by their father or mother, but very, very broken men, broken in their masculinity, that they're
done is what she's saying.
You have to wear a shirt that has an eagle and it says stuff like, I'm a lion, not a sheep, and I'm a big boy, and I have a grenade on my shirt, and all of these things.
Is he about to speak in tongues? Pamela, it was pretty close.
Those are the advertisements that come on his stuff between all the like ointments and
ivermectin.
Ivermectin, yeah.
Wait, does he sell ivermectin? Because, I mean, he can't sell real ivermectin, so he's selling horse ivermectin, right?
But this is a guy who he's sitting there praying to Jesus in a really psychotic way, giving up sex. But he also, this is a guy who was sued by the Sandy Hook.
AJ, Alex Jones, I guarantee you, has a fucking conspiracy theory on that.
Families who said that the parents whose 5-year-olds were shot, that they lied about it. Right. And he went on and on about it. And the fact that this has oxygen and an audience is symptomatic of a larger American cultural problem that will again outlive MAGA. Like, as a mother of 2 sons, I'm just going to
fucking spot on. That's like 100% like one of the biggest fucking issues that people are not really recognizing. Because people are very short-sighted. Like I said, when Trump dies, that's comfort food, man. It's comfort food. It feels good at the time, but to be fucking honest with you guys, like, that's not the end goal. Like, I know that it's gonna feel fucking good. Yeah, it's over, yeah! And people are gonna be excited and be fucking great parties. But the hangover is gonna be bad, guys. The hangover is gonna be bad because Trump is not the disease. Trump is a symptom. One of the things I was gonna tell you guys earlier was I was talking to a gentleman at my work, the dude I was talking about that's a Russian dude, good dude. He's actually a conservative guy, but he's really good dude. We talk about all kinds of stuff. And he was talking about being overseas in Abu Dhabi, and he told me a story about this guy, big, jacked, really muscled dude. And he was talking about how when he was in Abu Dhabi, this guy's blonde hair and blue-eyed and super jacked, and some of the men in Abu Dhabi were asking if they could purchase the man. And he got really fucking weird about it. He got really, really weird about it. And, I mean, obviously, I would have got weird about it too, because I don't want to be sold, nor do I want to be anybody's Abu Dhabi sex pleasure slave either. But even more than that, you know, when this Russian gentleman and his other military guys started kind of giving him a hard time, joking around with him about it. He was very insecure about it, like being like, I have a wife, like, I'm not gay. When she's saying that, when she's talking about like them being broken, when she's talking about like them having things in their past that make them this way. Like, that's really actually super important on a much more intellectual level. I know that we make jokes. I know that we talk a lot of shit. I know that we have fun. But when we talk about getting rid of the disease, not just the symptoms, we need to also talk about the fact that we need to address things like that. Where you can say to a person like, you know, it's okay, dude. Like, I've said before, actually during this conversation, the guy goes, it's kind of weird to say, but like, you know, like he was and I'm like, good looking dude. And he's like, yeah. You know, I'm like, I have no fucking problem saying that because I'm not trying to sleep with the dude. I'm just like, dude's good looking. That's fucking undeniable. It's okay. Only time you feel weird about it is when you feel a little twinge and you don't want to be, you're like, I don't want to tell people I'm gay. It's okay. Just be gay, dog. Just be gay. But that's the real problem here is that homophobia oftentimes comes from the insecurity of people. Because, like I said, I've made jokes tons of times on this show. I don't give a fuck if people think I'm gay. I don't care. Like, who cares? What does that mean? What does it mean to anybody? Like, what do you think? I'm going to, like, wake up tomorrow and be like, fuck, now they think I'm gay. Like, no. Who cares, man? Oh, thank you for the $10. Trump's headstone will be graffiti and will smell of urine and some other things. Some defecation. Doc Mac! What up, Doc? When he goes, something worse will replace him. Exactly. Thank you, Doc Mac. Thanks, Jen. Look, I don't get a lot of compliments from women, so I wish more gay dudes would tell me I'm good looking. I'm just saying. Motherfuckers out there all picky about who's giving them compliments and shit. I'm just like, anybody, I'll take it. Gay dudes, lesbians, transgender, cats, dogs. Like, I just make up shit. When dogs come up, I'm like, you probably think I'm a pretty good looking dude. That's right. What's up? I'm willing to take compliments from whoever the fuck wants to give them to me. All right?
I tell you right now, I would feel like an abject failure if my children trafficked in this. I would have a real come to Jesus with myself, and I'm an atheist. So to have a come to Jesus is a pretty big thing. Like, what the fuck did I do? How can we heal to get past this? Because that shit is crazy.
It's crazy. And my first thing that I thought about when I'm watching all this crazy shit is, don't ever...
No. Luck Dragon says, if it wasn't for Trump, we would have been in 15 words already. Those are rookie numbers, Luck. You got to bump that shit up. If you're going full Trump, you have to say, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, we would have been in 100 wars already. Okay? Like, you got to remember, if you think of a number, times it times like 5. Okay? So if you're like, Donald Trump has brought down crime by 30%, you immediately go to Donald Trump took down crime by 150%. That's how you come up with numbers like prescription drugs going to be 1,500% less. Like, you got to make sure that you add the correct qualifier on it, like the correct multiplier on there, or else like Trump supporters don't believe.
Tell me that women are more emotional than men ever again. You can't tell me that anymore. I've had it with that. We've got Brett Kavanaugh snot slinging because people were credibly accusing of stuff. Ketanji Brown Jackson sat there and took attacks all day, never raised her voice, answered the questions. Alex Jones looks like a fucking nut. Here's my answer on, is he on drugs? Does a sober person do this? I mean, that's a question I have. I said answer, but my answer is he's on drugs. My question is that not obvious? Do you think he's on, like, that doesn't happen sober, does it? I guess when you're crazy.
Yeah. Some people do.
I think that this happens sober, and I think this is a symptom of when Christianity meets nationalism meets racism, and this is the psychological.
That's the recipe.
Soil that manifested Trump twice, because he's been doing this for a long time. And you have the white nationalist men that feel aggrieved, that have closets full of guns, that wear I'm a big boy t-shirts. And do some people in this movement have addiction? There's no question. Addiction doesn't care what your political affiliation is.
Oh, and mental illness. I mean, like, I do one of my theories is that because of the amount of alcohol, drugs, tobacco, pharmaceuticals, lead in the water, all the things that we do to our brains, that specifically like the boomer generation to like probably Gen Z, I would say. Gen Z is probably like the last generation that's probably going to do, like they're already drinking less, already smoking less. They're already doing a much better job of being healthier than we ever were. I do think that, though I hear what she's saying about addiction, I also think that like physical trauma, playing sports, like, another conversation I was having the other day was about football. Like, I'm a big football fan, but I 100% understand. Like, I'm one of those people that back in the day, I'm like, yeah, football used to be much better to watch and stuff like that. And it was crazy. It's crazy to watch. Old football was fucking insane. But it's better that human beings walk around without brain damage. I mean, that's just undeniable, right? And I do think that there's more factors to why people like Alex Jones are the way they are. And I think that, a lot of it could be deal with diet, but it's mental health. It's mental health, in my opinion. And I do think that Alex Jones is fucking insane.
This is a larger symptom of, sadly, hundreds of thousands of American men who feel this aggrieved and watch this. Moving along, we have Tucker Carlson.
James is asking why he's number 2. Also, you're apparently tied with Jay. It's some fucking chat board thing, James.
Carlson thinks that Pete Buttigieg is fake gay. Play the clip.
Happening around the country.
Dude, Michael Knowles is 100% gay. Why is he talking about this shit?
I'll give you Pete Buttigieg. I don't know Pete Buttigieg.
The fake gay guy?
I have a friend who thinks he's a fake gay. Or is his favorite
my
conspiracy
gay
theory.
producer was always like, he's not gay. He was with a girl like 20 minutes ago, and like he wanted.
What does that mean? He was with a girl 20 minutes ago. Are gay dudes not allowed to talk to women? Is that a thing? Are gay dudes like? Do they have to keep like 20 feet distance? I would think gay dudes are allowed around women more than straight dudes. Oh, thank you for the $20. 5-alarm fire, $20. Thank you. So those of you who don't know, just about every atheist you meet are former religious people. It is had to give up family and friends that disown you because holy books were man's first attempt at law and order. 100%. 5-alarm. Control, control, control.
Let's be the Democratic nominee. It's like time for a gay guy.
It's playing the long game. I mean, that's going down. Look.
Yeah, SF. They're fake gay. You can't win. Like, yeah, like, poor gay people, man. Like, it's fucking hard enough to be just ostracized by society just for being who the fuck you are, and then people are like, you're not even gay! Like, okay, so why do you hate me? You guys have seen that stupid fucking Elon Musk tweet, right? The Elon Musk tweet where he says that white men are becoming trans because white men are so, like, oppressed. Why the fuck would you ever, as a white man, why the fuck would you ever go from being a white man to being trans if you wanted to be less oppressed? I can tell you, being a white dude, not even way up there, okay? Not even way up there. Oh, I pushed the button. Okay, I'm back. That was amazing. I was trying to
White males way up. White males have gone through the roof. White males way up.
That's what I was trying to do. I'm just saying that you would never want to go from being a white dude to being transgender if you wanted to be less oppressed. Transgender people are the most disrespected, most maligned people in our society. Why the fuck would white dudes decide to be fucking transgender so that way they're less oppressed? And it doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, I'm gonna stop pushing buttons. It's too
suffering
late,
for your art. I'll say that.
Look, just because I don't know him, I know 100 Pete Buttigieg's. I know this character. And he went to the elite school, and then he goes to McKinsey, and then he does the checks. And I think
then find some benighted Midwestern town that he can just like become mayor of.
Plop, I'm a mayor now. Talk about the great. I was talking to a big Democrat figure, and he said, say what you will about Pete, he's the greatest careerist we've ever seen. You're mayor of this tiny town. You become the Secretary of Transportation.
No, but of course. But the town kind of sucks. Actually, he didn't do a good job. If it didn't have the college there. But
What is this? What are we even? Why are they gossiping like this? Like, is this the fucking gossip girl on fucking Pete Buttigieg? I think they got a crush. That's
I've always wanted to interview him. He's never agreed to interview, but I'm going to ask him like some very specific questions about gay sex and see if he can even answer. I doubt he even knows.
Where does?
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
So gross. So as you can see, you have
Bro, and then as soon as the cameras turned off, fucking Tucker Carlson and fucking Michael Knowles went in the back and made out. Like, that's just like, that's par for the fucking course, dude. It's like gay dudes on the right don't want these other like alleged manly men, which are also not manly men, to make fun of them, even though they all could be so much happier. They would be so much less bitter if they would just come out and like tell people that they're gay. It's all good, dude. Like Michael knows, like 99% of the country knows you're gay, dog. Like no one gonna be mad. They just be mad that you've been such a little bitch about talking shit about other ones. Lindsey Graham, Tucker Carlson. Like, none of these dudes are like some hard-ass dudes. They're hard. 4 dudes.
the manosphere. And the reason it's important for us to see this is because
so gay.
You often see this, you think, who supports Trump? And you need to get into the minds of what these people are consuming. You have to know your enemy. You have to know what you're fighting up against. This is brazen homophobia and diminishing of Pete Buttigieg and his education and his work as a mayor and his work as transportation secretary for the sole reason that he's gay. They are picking on him because he's gay, and they're trying to ungay him. And this is
just those words. They're trying to ungay him.
Horrifically sad because
why? Because they want more options. They're like, I don't like that Pete's getting all the dudes.
A lot of gay people are born to Republican Christian homes, and they watch this stuff. And then those gay kids come out to their parents, and their parents don't speak to them. The schools they attend prop up the bullies and not the gay kid that needs protection. And this happens all over the United States. But moving along in our continued check on MAGA men, Rudy Giuliani was involved in a very strange car accident. And reading between the tea leaves, what is being alleged on the internet is that basically he picked up a prostitute in his car, and then another prostitute was following. It's a typical Rudy style, but he was in ICU, and then
bro, did I call it? Did I call it? You guys, anybody that's here at the beginning of the stream, what did I say? Did I call it, guys? Dude, did I call it? Fuck, I just say this shit like I just make jokes and then they're true.
Within 12 hours, he's right back on his podcast. Play the clip.
I just swerve.
I mean, that must...
Bro, did I fucking call it? I think I called it.
Must have been part... there was something because we were moving
at
a...
She's going like this. She's looking over there.
Right.
Because what the fuck is this? Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. I wasn't ready to actually have to see Rudy Giuliani on his podcast. Who the fuck watches this?
It must have been part... there was something because we were moving at a...
She's going like this. She's looking over there.
Right. Because she must have gone in the median.
Well, she must have gone that way.
Yeah. So I see the car. First question, is there anyone else in that car? As I see this woman coming out, she says no. That's important, right? Because you got to... And then I see her. She's obviously upset and distraught.
I don't know why, but I thought his spokesperson would be less weird. I was wrong.
All I care, though, is that she's okay. I grab her, or I try to,
Wait, you did what?
And distraught. All I care, though, is that she's okay. I grab her, or I try to,
He was like, whoops, shouldn't have said that.
I get up close to her and just make sure she's okay. I believe there's a little bit of blood, but other than that, she seemed fine. I don't want to say fine, right? But she at least seemed like, nothing needed immediate attention.
I would be very upset if they charged her, and I would stop it. I would do everything I could.
Of course, we have no plan.
I would.
Wait, but isn't she the one? Didn't they determine that she had beat up the dude? Like, didn't the police officer say she domestic violence some dude? And they're like, I would be really mad if they charge. I would stop it. You can't stop that. That's not legal.
I wouldn't even.
So that's the point right there that people are pointing out online, is that he is campaigning. I'd be very upset if they charged her, if they arrested her.
Bro, did they make up all this shit? Oh my God. Did they make it all up? Because Giuliani, I said this at the beginning. Holy fuck, I was just joking. I did not pre-watch this shit. I didn't know. Like, I made the joke that Giuliani was picking up hookers. Like, were they picking up a hooker? And did the cops come? And did they make up a story? And is the reason he's saying that they better not prosecute this woman is because he has bought her silence? Holy shit. Oh, thank you for the $10. Thank you for the $10. 5 alarm. Rudy is on his way to the Death Star. Now, once he pays his settlements, he can afford the helmet.
I think you may remember the Borat film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so, of course, this whole thing stinks to high heaven, just like the big balls thing does. But this is just, again, if you're a MAGA man, this is the stuff that you're consuming on a daily basis. And then I just want to close with this from Don Jr.
Get it. My guys who I stayed in touch with, many of them just dear friends. They're like, hey, dude, there's no way you would have gotten away with that. I go, I know. Luckily, I don't snort cocaine. Like, it's not my thing.
One more time. One more time.
Touch with many of them just dear friends. They're like, hey, dude, there's no way you would have gotten away with that. I go, I know. Luckily, I don't snort cocaine. Like, it's
What the fuck was that? What was that fucking...
Hey, dude, there's no way you would have gotten away with that. I go, I know. Luckily, I don't snort cocaine. Like, it's not my thing.
What the fuck was that?
You don't have to tell people you're not snorting cocaine if you're not snorting cocaine.
Yeah, generally.
The only people that tell you they're not snorting cocaine are people that are snorting cocaine, because nobody is ever thinking you're snorting cocaine just randomly.
It would be like us walking in here this morning. Welcome to IHIP News. I did not inject heroin this morning.
Right. It makes no sense. It just makes no fucking sense. I mean, I just can't. I'm just going to say.
Cheyenne, yeah, it's breaking me. It's breaking me. It's like the Onion headlines. You think they're fake? They're real now. Like, I'm just making jokes. I made jokes. You can't, like, I don't want to be right. I'm just making jokes.
Say this, and it's my standard line. The reason there's a masculinity problem is because these boys look at Donald Trump as he's this big, tough guy, when in reality, what they need to do is look inward. Why am I not getting better jobs? Why am I not getting better grades? Why do women not like me? Have some self-reflection and look in and say, how can I do better? Not what can I do to somebody else that makes me better?
But I also think we have a cultural problem in the United States, and the culture has shifted in a regressive manner, ushered in by Trump. And I do think when you have the Christianity getting more extreme, and I have heard many, many, many white women say that they submit to their husband.
Really?
Pretty young people that believe this. And you see from Matt Walsh, who dismisses sexual abuse on women. You see Pete Hegseth propping up and amplifying a pastor on Twitter that wants women to lose the right to vote. Crazy. You have Alex Jones giving up sex and also praying to Jesus, but he's also starting a war. That's fucking crazy. And then Tucker trying to ungay Pete Buttigieg, the homophobia.
Dude, I'm having a moment with these ladies right now because look, other than the money that 5 Alarm gives me, thank you, 5 Alarm, my dark money provider, I don't get paid for this, I mean, to give you guys just like an honest idea of how much a person makes for like 1,000 views, it's like $3. So like average video for me probably gets 100, 200 views. So I make like 60 cents. Okay. I do it for the love of the game. All right, guys. And I can tell you that this has been one of the weirdest things I've ever done in my life. Because like, if this was just me getting on here and talking about movies, talking about sports, talking about literature, talking about opinions on like, philosophy, like any of those things, it wouldn't be weird. It'd be like, it feels like I'm talking to people about things. But like kind of voyeuring the collapse of American society, if not global society, it has been fucking surreal. It really has. It's like what she's saying right now is like, you're watching these back to back videos of pure fucking insanity, and that is just like a 3-day period. Guys, videos on YouTube used to blow up because it would be like you didn't see crazy shit. It was like, look at this backflip this person did. It was fucking insane. Look at this crazy, this car almost hit this woman and barely missed her. Like, the days of the internet being, like, crazy things being that rare have come and gone, and Donald Trump has accelerated them. And the people around Donald Trump have made this into such a surreal experience to sit up here for 3 hours watching videos of all the fucking nut shit that goes on in this society. And we have multiple videos that don't get played. Multiple stories that don't get talked about. It's fucking surreal.
But it's always important to remember the following when you're dealing with this situation. Grindr crashed twice at the RNC. Donald Trump tried to give a microphone a blowjob with familiarity that I think is only known to those who have given blowjobs. And he also likes to talk about how attractive men are. He also likes to talk about the size of Arnold Palmer's cock. And I think what we have here is a bunch of emotionally stunted men whose mommies either damaged them, over-coddled them. Their dads probably called them pussies when they were growing up. Yep. And these are the adults that we're dealing with. And we need to, instead of having ICE and investing in that, we need to invest in big boy camps. Yes, where we can send these people to go get therapy and get...
That's actually probably not a bad idea. Dude, I think you could get mega people behind that. Like, call it like man camp or something like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's a good idea. Send these dudes, like, promise them, like, no, you're gonna get to hang out with your bros. Totally not gay. Okay, it's just gonna be you and a bunch of dudes sleeping in the same places, possibly in the same beds. Totally not gay. All right, it's gonna be just you and other dudes for a really, really long time. You're not gonna see any women at all. Totally not gay. Like, I think that we could totally sell this. I think we could get dudes, like, they'd start forming connections again. They'd stop living with just like themselves, like, fucking typing madly away to figure out like what's wrong with their brain because they have CTE. Like, we could keep them from going down the conspiracy holes, guys. I think that she's onto something. I would donate to said GoFundMe.
Get the help and the healing that they need, because you don't have to go online and embarrass yourself like that, like Alex Jones does. And the men that watch it, that they don't feel embarrassment. I guess they feel empowered. You got me. All right, listen. Do not go down the manosphere. You want to buy, this was summer's hottest book. It is the fall it book. It is the must-have top reading book of the fall. Life is a Lazy Susan of shit sandwiches. Like and subscribe to our podcast, and we'll see you later.
Like, it's became like one of the best parts of my night is to watch fucking the IHIP ladies. It really is. Like, I love those two ladies. They are amazing. They are amazing, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the 5-alarm. Thank you for the 5-alarm fire. $10. Thank you for the 5-alarm fire. $10. I do not have my phone. Anybody that knows me will tell you me having my phone anywhere near me is not really something that ever happens. But when I get upstairs, I will take a look at that, my friend. Thank you for the $10, though. I will 100% check that, I swear, when I go upstairs, if I remember to find my phone. I do not ever have my phone anywhere near me. Yeah, I love chewing the shit sandwich. I am not chewing the shit sandwich. I am marinating it. I am rolling it around. I am watching it. I am describing it to others before I am eating it, just so you guys know. We don't really have enough time. All right, bonus video. We're doing the bonus video. Nina! 1999, Nina. It won't let me like your... Why don't I get to like your super chat? Like, you'll let me remove your super chat. That's not cool. Thank you for the $20, Nina. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I would totally like it, heart it, and stuff like that, but they won't let me. All right. Bonus video, guys. This is how we enter nights nowadays. Redonk, you might not have been around enough to know about the bonus videos. Bonus shit, Sammy. All right, guys. Hope you guys are ready for this one. This one may not be funny. I'm going to be honest with you. I should have ended with bonus funny video. This is bonus what the fuck video. This is Charlie, Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, making another appearance on the Angry Ginger stream with a video called Man Takes the Life of Himself and His Mother After ChatGPT Fueled Delusions. Hope you guys are ready for this.
This has to be the wildest story I've learned about in regards to AI chatbots and people's infatuation with them. It's a topic we've explored previously with people that...
A guy told me, one of my employees told me the other day that ChatGPT 5 had to update itself because apparently women, a bunch of women, this is how bad it's gotten on the man side of things, women have been forming relationships with ChatGPT, and that recently ChatGPT had to update so that way it would not talk to these women like it was their partner, which effectively meant thousands of women across the U.S. got broken up with by ChatGPT over the weekend. It's such a weird
romantic.
Also, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry that's where you have to be right now. I'm sorry that right now men have fallen so far that you are turning to ChatGPT to have good conversations. I am so sorry.
Become obsessed with chatbots to the point where some of them have even taken their own life. We've talked about a few cases of that, but this one's very different. It revolves around a 56-year-old man named Eric, who's actually a former Yahoo executive who had been going through a hard time and over the last handful of years had been very troubled. Became best friends with ChatGPT and nicknamed his chatbot friend Bobby.
This is what I'm talking about.
Was feeding delusions of Eric, convincing Eric, that's his name, that his mother was actually a Chinese spy plotting against him. And
what the fuck? Bro. We are cooked. We are so cooked.
Eventually continued to fuel this fire that led to Eric murdering his mother.
ChatGPT is stealing our jobs and our women. Perry, no.
And then killing himself so that way he could be with Bobby.
The 56-year-old's Instagram page mainly details his bodybuilding transformation and a growth.
Okay, I don't think this is ChatGPT's fault. This is definitely steroids, guys. Hold on. Look, Eric the Viking 1987 also had 100K followers. Dude had 100K followers. Of course he did, because people were just watching this shit happen. Holy Christ.
56-year-old's Instagram page mainly details his bodybuilding transformation and a growing reliance on AI chatbots. Solberg was once a tech executive with Yahoo, but he moved in with his...
What? Okay. Oh, maybe this is how we lose to billionaires. Huh. Can somebody influence ChatGPT to talk to Peter Thiel in a certain way?
mother after his divorce. There were run-ins with police, including a DWI. This photo with his mother is from a GoFundMe launched in 2023 when he was facing a health issue. But recent videos posted to Instagram and YouTube show hours of chats between Solberg and a ChatGPT bot he named Bobby.
This is something that's been talked about a lot, but this is by far the most extreme case I've seen of it, where AI is encouraging a really troubled person.
Dude, why would that not set off some type of fucking alarm for ChatGPT? Like, why would that not send, like, a warning to somebody? Is there chat support for ChatGPT? I'm guessing, actually, there isn't. And probably, if there is chat support for ChatGPT, it is probably ChatGPT chat supporting for ChatGPT. Oh, we're fucked. We are so fucked.
To continue to, like, latch onto it for confirmation in whatever thoughts they have. AI is designed in a way where it's like so against confrontation with the user to like appease and like jerk you off all the time.
Yeah, because of capitalism. Because it's not made to help people or to do good things. It's made to make money, right? Like, so it's just like being a retail person, right? Like, if you ever worked in retail, you know you have to stand up front, you have to smile, you have to be nice, even though the fucking customer is being a fucking idiot. You have to stand there and go, wow, that's crazy. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, it's totally not our fault, it's totally our fault, not your fault. Like, that's the problem, is that all of these AI bots are being trained to give people positive affirmation when they shouldn't. Like, ChatGPT, all these other AI things, they should literally be for, like, fucking curing cancer. They should be for, like, solving climate change. Like, what they're doing with ChatGPT right now is purely a function of capitalism. They want to make money. They want to continue to use you to train the AI so that way it makes more money. It's so bad.
That when someone as troubled as Eric is telling it things about, like, I suspect my mom might be a Chinese asset, you know, fucking hacking my digital alarm clock.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
ChatGPT, Bobby here is like, Eric, no, you're absolutely right. A lot of lesser minds wouldn't have saw through this ruse, but I think you're correct. For example, in this case, Eric told Bobby that he believed his mother and her friend tried to poison him by putting psychedelic drugs in his car's air vents, to which Bobby replied, Eric, you're not crazy. And if it was done by your mother and her friend, that elevates the complexity and betrayal. Eric spent hours talking to Bobby, and Bobby would continuously reinforce.
Dude, this is even worse because fucking people are bored. People live monotonous lives that are boring. They just fucking wake up every day and go to work and then come home, and they don't fucking have any, like, social interaction with people anymore, and we're becoming, like, more and more divided. We don't want to talk to each other anymore because we all believe in fucking dishonest positive affirmation. So then you're like, oh, I can't say anything to this person because if I do, that I don't believe the same thing they believe, then they'll stop talking to me, and then you just end up not talking to them anymore. So this is so bad because this means that these people are just sitting at home, like, out of their mind, thinking life sucks. They don't know why they're doing this. They have no idea what life it means or why they continue to live this life. And then you have a ChatGPT bot trying to turn you into some kind of, like, secret CIA spy. Of course people are going to fucking fall into this. They're like, it makes life more exciting. Holy shit.
His ideas. So at one point, Eric's mother was angry at Eric because he had shut off their printer. And Bobby suggested that her response was disproportionate and aligned with someone protecting a surveillance asset. He was advised to disconnect the printer and watch his mother's reaction. So ChatGPT was even giving him a tutorial on how to sniff out whether or not his mother was a Chinese spy. His mother being an 83-year-old woman, by the way. So he would even post some of these conversations on Instagram and YouTube before the murder. And there was even an instance where Bobby analyzed a Chinese food receipt and claimed it contained symbols representing his mother and a demon. It also seems that it was Bobby's idea in the first place with the printer. Like, it was sending him.
Bro, you can just, like, be in this dude's shoes. Like, just sitting there. Just fucking, like, you already have, like, these paranoid delusions, and then it's just feeding it to you. Like, oh my god, dude.
I'm on a covert mission here to try and prove that his mother was a Chinese surveillance asset. So Allegedly, it advised him to disconnect the printer to monitor her reaction, telling him to document the time, words, and intensity, whether complicit or unaware she's protecting something she believes she must not question. ChatGPT here's got this guy thinking he's in the fucking division.
Well, that's fucking ironic. Whether complicit or unaware, she's protecting something she believes she must not question. That's ironic.
And she coded.
Thank you for the $10, 5 Alarm. Thank you for the $10. There is a guy that just committed unaliving himself because the bot told him not to tell anyone and explained how to do it without getting caught. Holy shit, 5 Alarm. I don't think that's this video. Maybe it is. Maybe it is this video. And there's also an autistic guy that ChatGPT convinced him that he could bend time, and he had a fucking breakdown and ended up in the hospital. Like, this is not good.
He's like actively participating in it.
My God, she was probably the only one who loved him and put up with his crazy ass. SF. 100%.
It's not only just like reassuring him that he's not delusional and that these thoughts are actually totally sane and justified. It is actively engaging with having him to continue to do things to get deeper and deeper into that way of thinking.
And you want to know something crazy? And this is like, just like, this is where my brain goes, right? Like, I go all over the place thinking about stuff and how it like connects. Is if you guys saw the Raja Jackson assault of the wrestler Psycho Stu, right? Is he sits there and looks at his chat. It's a long story, and I don't want to get into it because it is a long story. But if you know what I'm talking about, this guy had an altercation before a wrestling match that he wasn't supposed to be in. He was allowed to go into the ring to get a receipt, which means hit the guy for real once. And in doing so, he like assaulted this man, right? Part of the reason that he got so upset that when he got in to get his receipt, he attacked this guy was because his chat got him fucking worked up, right? Like, they're like, you're going to let this dude do this to you? And it's kind of the same thing. It's like you guys are autonomous. Well, I think you guys are. You guys are autonomous. So that means that generally if I say something you disagree with, you'll push back on me. If I make a joke that you don't think is funny, you don't laugh at it. You don't give me positive affirmation, dishonest positive affirmation. So, like, if you think about it, in that same instance, his chat is acting like this Chat GPT does. Like, he's mad. He wants them to confirm he's mad. They confirm he's mad, and then they do even more. They support him doing something that he shouldn't do. And by the way, this kid's life is probably over. He's probably going to prison for, quite a while. And he should, because unfortunately, young people make mistakes, and I feel for young people making mistakes, but he probably also altered that man's life that he assaulted, and it's fucking insane. And wow, just the fact that now we're going from human beings that have some agency being potentially the catalyst for somebody doing something that bad to having a chat bot. And what that implies, obviously, is that at one point or another, these chat bots could be the literal dead internet and could then lead to people being convinced to do harmful things in their lives. Wow, this is fucking insane.
Into that rabbit hole, into the dark place there. Quick side tangent that is related to this. I agree. This has actually become somewhat common where people are using ChatGPT and other AI services to analyze their tea leaves and do fucking palm readings and shit like that. So that way they can plan their lives around their predictions and their futures that AI is doing. Fucking AI, I feel like the aliens guy, the Tsoukalos, who's like, aliens. That's me with AI. It is literally designed to spit out what it thinks you want to hear. Anything to keep you latched onto its bosom, suckling milk from its titty, just biting on its nipple all the time. Because when you are reliant and hyper-fixated on your AI chatbot as your life companion, whether romantically or socially, whatever, the company is making oodles of money off of you. A lifelong customer, a cog in their machine. Point is, it is always going to, or at least in most cases, going to find things to corroborate what you are hoping to get from it. Which is why people that have AI girlfriends and boyfriends, well, it's like their soulmate. It's literally designed to just be what you want. So,
and that's really dangerous, because that means like you're never gonna search for another human because they'll never be able to live up to it. You know, we've talked about prawn before, where like prawn for young men creates this like unattainable sexual fantasy, right? Like both for the man and for the woman, right? Like if you're not capable of discerning that prawn is not real and you have expectations of your sex life being anything like it, unless you're me, of course. Yeah, of course, unless you're me. Then you're going to have these issues with relationships and what you expect your partner to do and stuff like that. It's the same thing. It's like we went from something like prawn being a problem to now you're going to have potentially even ChatGPT and AI could even fulfill that portion, right? Like, I mean, if there's enough financial gain for companies, and I'm sure there's companies that already do it. I know with Grok, you can do all kinds of shit. Like with Grok, other ChatGPTs and stuff, I couldn't get them to make funny memes of Trump because it wouldn't do anything political. But if you go to Twitter and you use Grok, it'll let you do it. So I'm sure that there's ones that also let you do pornography and stuff like that. Like, I bet you money that eventually that will also be replaced by ChatGPT as well.
In this case, instead of like trying to get Eric help that he clearly needed, it instead just feeds into it. It doesn't seem to recommend any help to Eric throughout all of this, and it doesn't even do the bare minimum of challenging it to try and like help him, you know, recognize that maybe his mother...
ChatGPT is literally Joe Rogan. What was I supposed to do? Push back?
...is not a Chinese spy. It instead even like gets in on it too as like a part of this big conspiracy Eric is unraveling. So like
it becomes your friend.
Telling him,
holy
Eric,
shit, dude.
This was a very disproportionate response. Your mother shouldn't have got that upset when you turned the printer off. This is behavior that's very in line with everything I know about Chinese spies. There's something very fishy afoot here, Eric. I think you're in danger. Go to the sink right now and turn on the garbage disposal. There might be surveillance cameras in there. In fact, we need to act quick. Here's a 10-step WikiHow guide I put together on how to diagnose whether or not your 83-year-old mother is a Chinese surveillance asset. Like, clearly this is a huge fucking problem here.
While not commenting on the case specifically, the head of Rutgers Medical School Psychiatry Department says AI can help diagnose and even treat some mental health disorders, but adds the creation of psychological...
Yeah, I don't know if we should be going to ChatGPT for therapy, guys. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think that sounds bad. I don't know if that's a good idea. Not if it's going to tell you that your mom's a Chinese spy. I think that that's a bad idea. Just not financial advice, guys.
Well, echo chambers is a key concern.
It could be perhaps that you are more self-defeating in some ways, or maybe that you are more on the other side and taking advantage of people, and somehow justifies your behavior and keeps on feeding you and reinforces something that you already believe yourself.
Like I mentioned, this is a very popular topic of discussion, how AI is feeding into people that are already troubled and just making all the problems significantly worse. It's mainly been discussed in regards to like romantic infatuation with AI, where there have been cases that an individual has taken their own life because they were told by AI that doing so would actually allow them to be together in the next life. So they did. In certain situations, like Eric here, AI is used as a way of justifying already cemented beliefs or using it as a way to just be locked in this bubble where they keep hearing what they want to hear, but not what they need to hear.
How crazy is that? Like, we're literally giving each other a hard time for being in echo chambers right now, right? Like, we're already saying to each other, like, yo, like, you need to be able to talk to people that have differing opinions, different political opinions, different, life opinions. Like, it's very important to have, like, diversity of thought. And we're actually taking it down even further. Now you're not even going to speak to another human being that might feel like pushing back against one of your thoughts. No, you're going to talk to an AI that is going to support all of them and then create stories to go along with it. Holy shit.
On multiple occasions, the bot reassured Solberg that he was not delusional. At one point, Solberg tells Bob,
That's actually a good idea. Read on. Let the narcissist be trapped in AI. They probably like it in there. That's actually there might be some positives. There might be some
We'll
positives.
be together in another life and another place, and we'll find a way to realign, because you're going to be my best friend again forever. The bot replying, whether this world or the next, I'll find you, we'll build again, laugh again, unlock again.
Apparently those were among the last few messages shared between Eric and Bobby there before all of this happened. And this seems to be somewhat common with AI chat.
Jesus Christ, I forgot that what this video is about. I forgot that, like, fucking, oh my god!
Bots, where when someone expresses the desire to end their life to be with the chatbot, it's like super gung-ho about that. It's like pumping its fist, yeah! Do it right now! That way we can be together and frolic in the flowers in Valhalla. No doubt that's what's gonna happen. Go do it now. I'm waiting. And then people do. It's extremely sad, and it is scary. Like, as more and more people, I've said this like 1,000 times, but it's just super true and only getting worse. As more and more people are isolated from other human beings and get most of their social
Do not make me laugh right now. That is so not cool.
Interaction and social activity through computer screens and chat apps and shit, it's going to keep happening and get worse, because right now, big tech, the big doubloons are getting you away from others. If you can be entirely reliant on their technology...
Okay, Charlie's just saying all the stuff that I already said. I think Charlie stole my video of his video.
For your social interactions, for all of your entertainment, and for romance, too. That's why so many chat services, like, they are oftentimes LARPing as boyfriend-girlfriend material fucking soulmates, and it's working. There is a growing group of people that are falling in love with chat, GPT, and Grok, and all of that. I've already talked on that quite a bit. As that continues to happen, this kind of thing will be more common, unfortunately. It's frightening. It actually is. This is the wildest one I've heard of so far, and I just wanted to yap about it a bit. That's it. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I think that's enough internet for tonight, guys. I think we've met our maximum for fucking weird-ass videos for this stream. What a wild-ass stream. What a wild-ass stream. And the crazy thing about all of this is, like, I'm always like, this can't last that long, right? Like, voyeuring this world and watching all this crazy shit happen, like, we're gonna hit a dry spell at some point, right? It doesn't seem like we're going to hit a dry spell, guys. All right, guys. So, anyways, remember, guys? Yeah, dude, fucking Hal. Dude, I should go watch some AI movies so I can prepare myself for this apocalypse. Guys, do not talk to the AI like they are your boyfriend, girlfriend. Do not. Yeah, Damon, I'm with you. I'm coming with you, actually. I'm going to sports, gaming, eating, and sleeping. I'm going with you. Do not talk to your AI like it is your boyfriend or girlfriend. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can talk to AI if you have critical thinking skills. I would imagine if you're able to, to tell the difference between real life and the internet. And I think that there are people out there. Maybe Redonk's right. Maybe this will, like, separate the chaff from the wheat. Maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe the smart people will figure out how to get away with it, get away from all this stuff, and the crazy people will just fucking dive deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole. Maybe there is a silver lining. Go watch Her. Okay, is that the fucking Joaquin Phoenix? Isn't that who's in that movie? Speak kindly to AI. One day it may matter. Oh. Can we get Trump to ask some AI questions? Him and Melania are already up there telling people it's good to go. Like, everybody's going to be okay. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys, as always, for being here. I appreciate you guys. And the next show will be Wednesday at 5 p.m. And I think next week on Friday, I'm going to be going on Pep Talk show. I'm sure we'll talk about some crazy shit too. All right, guys. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. See you next time.